We're only
We
missing
missing everybody?
one.
Well, Hirothe's not here yet.
Hirothi.
Growthies.
But he didn't say he was missing, so I'm assuming he's going to be here. I'm
He
still.
usually shows up a little late, so it's fine. We'll give him another 5 minutes or something, and then we'll go yell at him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
No.
typing
Oh. Uh-oh.
in the main chat.
Okay. Well, as long as it's in the main chat, not in the attendance chat.
Running a touch
Yeah,
behind, just
touch
jumping
behind.
onto my laptop now.
Okay. Yeah, still looking for a 6 for the game. Having trouble finding a new player, which is surprising to me because this is usually a high demand time slot. But yeah, I think we can at least get things going while we're waiting for Thorothi to hop in. Maybe I'll see. Hopefully Titus will be back next week.
I don't think we'll be done with all the combat by next week, so I think we should be fine.
No, this is gonna be quick. In and out.
So what we're going to say is that Titus is in a bag of holding, holding his breath during this fight.
Well, he's just in the background, same as whenever anyone misses.
Yeah.
But let me check today's. Wait.
Last week was hilarious to me because the week before last week, 2 weeks ago, I did that really big speech of like, this is what I'm going to tell the guy. And I did that really big speech, and I think I did an amazingly good speech. I thought it was really good, a really good preemptive. This is what I'm going to tell him. This is what we're going to do. It's going to be awesome. And then because I made a really good speech, the next week when I was trying to say it, I completely screwed it up, and it wasn't nearly as nice.
Got your own head. I think. Oh, did I mix up my notes here? Okay, so this is the 165th session. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we did 164 last week. Forgot to make a thing for it. I think I forgot to do notes. Last week was a lot of discussion of what was about to happen.
We actually.
The week before, yeah.
Yeah. We met with. All right, I can give you the journal. The last session.
Sorry, just give me one moment. I want to make sure my notes are all up to date. Okay, so Anna Kate was last time. This time is Beryl. For Scribe.
Okay.
Previous Scribe, Anna Kate.
I'm brain dead tonight, just warning.
Don't worry. Today, when I woke up, got ready, ran out the door, except I opened the door and I had no stairs.
Oh, that's inconvenient.
There were no stairs outside of my house. They were gone.
What happened?
So some workers came to replace the stairs because they were slightly old. They needed to be replaced, but we hadn't been told ahead of time that they were going to replace them.
Oh, nice.
So I opened the door, and there I am standing like a story above, like two guys working the thing, and I look at them, and they look at me, and I look at them, and I'm like,
I mean, you just jumped out.
And
it's like
the stream of Spanish hit me, and I have no idea.
it's like 1d6 damage. You'll be fine.
Exactly. What were you? I don't know why you even hesitated.
Yeah, if you make your acrobatics roll, you just tuck and roll, and then you take nothing.
Yeah, well, let's just say I am not proficient in acrobatics. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it was weird. It was really weird.
Well,
it's the oddest thing. I had to write to my work. Oh, by the way, guys, I have no stairs in front of my house, and like everyone just sat back like this series of question marks, just like what the fuck?
Well,
I'm going to be slightly late. Someone took my stairs. It was amazing. Anyway, so whatever happens tonight is not going to be the same. It's not going to be anywhere as bad as waking up and having your stairs gone.
Yeah, I guess so.
that is true. But yeah, if you want to keep it simple tonight, Beryl, no worries. If you're having like if you have like a bit of a headache.
And if anyone wants story points, because Beryl doesn't need them.
Beryl is loaded up with the story points. You gotta do some
I think
re-rolling.
I think the next threshold for story points is what, 10? 10 story points?
Yeah, 10 is the max you can have.
I mean, Beryl's not maxed out. She hasn't gotten them all back from whatever she did last. I don't know. She's got 6, but still, yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting for 10 so I can.
Oh, I was
bring in-
thinking of talking. Or go ahead. What were you saying?
I'm gonna see if I can get 10 story points one day, and so I can bring in like Vlad's backstory.
Yeah. But Beryl, I was thinking maybe there would be a thing we could do where you could summon your wyvern with some kind of ritual magic or something to have it be
Yeah,
with you
long
easier.
time ago, before the egg hatched, I'd asked you about the possibility of doing like a summon steed type spell for her.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that, and that could be
Summon pet. That's
maybe
a total druid.
yeah, it's it's more of like a ranger thing, but definitely like because of the storyline stuff, maybe like we can figure out a way for her to bring in her wyvern more easily, like in situations where someone's missing, so she can like summon it to be part of the battle. Unless you want it to be more like a druid pet, like just a nerfed version of the wyvern. I assume you'd want it to be like a full powered wyvern, though.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, we can figure it out, but maybe like
if she's only going to come into combat when we're missing someone, then I mean, I don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
kind of like
a
a
Pokeball.
Boulder Bottom or one of the NPCs. I was thinking would be a good way of doing it. Yeah, but we could discuss that. I was thinking maybe like some story points and some downtime, and you can figure out a way to bring her in if needed.
Well, again, I mean, if it's only for when we're missing someone, then I don't know that I want to spend story points or put a lot of thought into it, you know.
All right. Well, maybe we can just keep it as it is. No big deal.
Yeah, like if it was like a pet that was like with her all the time, that'd be different. But if it's only like a fill-in that I don't get to use normally, then I don't know. I don't know that it matters which way we go in that case because it's not gonna be in use very often.
Well, we could go the pet route. We just have to figure out a way to balance it a little bit. Because full wyvern form, it's like basically a character of its own, and it's, like extremely powerful. But yeah, we could talk about it.
There's a stat block for a reduced threat wyvern that I had sent you at one point, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know how you want to do the.
Most likely, I would just look at a comparable ranger's pet at that level and try to like finagle the wyvern into something comparable, you know.
Yeah.
But I just have to like keep in mind that you still have all your other stuff, so just like like I said, I'd probably figure it out. But yeah, all right. So Beryl's on quartermaster. Yeah, Beryl is scribe today. I don't think did any of you say you were wanting to take scribe for story point? No. All right.
Not I know.
And Anna Kate, could you give us a walkthrough of the events of last time?
Sure can. We decided to try to approach the guard in the tavern after he got off work. We found him there talking to a younger dwarf who turned out to be his son and with whom he was apparently having an argument. We decided to wait until the sun left before approaching him. Vlad led the conversation, and much to the surprise to the rest of us, did not engage in any small talk, but went straight to the point. Swing and a miss, which is a saying we used in the monastery during quarterstaff training. But eventually we wore him down a bit by pointing out that we paid off his debt and Vlad flat out lying and saying we wouldn't steal anything. He agreed to show us to the courtyard where we could enter the cave to the ruins below. We returned to the Three Kings hideout to tell them about the success, in quotes, and it turns out Vlad did not think he was lying about not stealing. Yes. This, which made it even funnier to me, but the rest of the group saw this as a big problem. Thank you. After all, the whole point of us getting the Three Kings in was for them to steal stuff, and Beryl and I assume Titus too, but he was strangely quiet, had plans on doing a little pilfering ourselves. There was debate about whether to just kill the guy outright or try to fool him once he led us to the courtyard and double back to steal stuff, or create a distraction so the Three Kings could slip off to the vault. Ultimately, I got so bored that I don't even remember where we ended up, but with a couple of days before the purported heist, we will certainly debate it a lot more.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that recap.
Indeed.
It is the 56th of summer, the next day at 8:30 a.m. I believe we did pass a day in case anyone hadn't rested. And the group is, I guess getting ready to either do the heist or try to bypass it and just move on.
So we have like one more day of rest before we go.
Did we set a date for the heist? Let me check my notes.
The journal said 2 days, so.
Oh, that's right. That's when he was getting you in. Okay.
I'm only asking because I scroll making, so.
Yeah. So you have today and tomorrow. And then, the next day is the heist. So the 59th, 58th should be the heist. Or the bypassing, as it were.
Gotcha. But so basically we have 2 more days of downtime if we wanted to do any downtime.
Yeah. I'll play Titus. So he would say, well, what are we going to do if this guy has a problem with the Three Kings splitting off to do their heist?
Well, we could knock him out or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to kill the man because he seems like a fine person, overall.
So this, you never want to kill anyone.
I mean, just saying. He's worried about his kid. If he owned like a bunch of slaves and was kind of a dick, then I'd be like, all right, we should probably kill him. But he's not too much of a jerk. So.
Maybe it's better for guard if tribe knock out, because then it seems less
not as suspicious. Yeah.
Yeah, like
yes.
guard help tribe. Yeah.
Anyone have a really, really powerful poison to knock him out? Like, boom, unconscious.
Beryl has poison. Beryl knows poisons, but hasn't made any in a long time.
I was just sitting there thinking he's a dwarf, so it might be really hard to poison him. Just saying.
Like some sort of paralytic or something.
Well, I want to just knock him out. I was like, is there anything... Do you know about poisons? Are there any poisons that we could like spend a lot of money on per se that would just be like poke and then boom, dude's gone. Like he's out.
Well, Lou, would I know of poisons that like would be pretty good at knocking out like somebody like a dwarf or other people that are pretty.
Does Beryl have poisoner's kit proficiency?
He does. He never uses it.
So there are poisons you can create, but I mean, I guess so you could look around the city and see. You could definitely create certain poisons. I think she has alchemy too, right?
She does.
Yeah.
And herbalism. So, we have some venom troll poison that has not yet been refined. Would she know whether that make?
So Venom Troll poison is very potent, but it's a touch poison, and it's a damage poison. It's not a
Yep,
knockout.
I did.
Drow poisons, are generally very dangerous. They can be both tailored to be a knockout poison and a paralytic, as well as a damaging poison, or one or the other.
Maybe, okay, so would you require a week of downtime for me to search the market for the types of poisons or that I'm looking for or ingredients for them?
No. In fact, just out of curiosity, what got you the poisoner's kit proficiency?
That's a wonderful question. Give me a second to check. Well,
Because
I'll be able to
usually,
tell if I go
You
check.
have
I originally built her on D&D Beyond, so I'll be able to find it pretty quick. Just give me a
you have
second.
levels of rogue. You might
I
have
do.
gotten it.
yeah, if you have 3 levels of rogue, then you probably want assassin, which would have gotten it for
No,
you.
no, she does not have 3 levels of rogue. I think it's probably a background. The reason she has 3 proficiencies. Well, obviously herbalism is from druid, but the reason she has the others is probably like a background or let me look.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, because I forget the backgrounds, and the only way I know of having it is assassin. But I'm just curious if where else it would come from for my own edification. Oh, you can also, I think, learn it with training, because it is a kit. Or wait, maybe you can't. Maybe that's only tools.
All right. So the
Essence of ether.
poisoner's
That's what
kit is from her background.
Oh, which background?
So she took, let me find it because it's the custom rules where you can customize your background. So she took basically Outlander. No, she took Far Traveler, but with the Outlander background feature.
Okay.
And then she got 2 skills and 2 tools as her proficiencies.
So she took Outlander.
Well, the Outlander is the background feature she took.
All right, and which one gave you the poisoner?
So there's this background customization option, which I believe is from the player's handbook, that says you can like customize your background. And when you do it in the D&D Beyond character builder, you basically, I mean, you can name it whatever you want. But I basically, and then you choose, you've got either 2 skills and 2 tools, or 2 skills and 2 languages, or 2 skills and 1 tool and 1 language. You pick one of those 3, and I picked 2 skills and 2 tools. And then you pick a background feature. You don't invent your own background feature. You pick a background feature from an existing background, and I picked Outlander.
So, only thing about that is I don't think Poisoner's Kit is a tool.
Oh,
Oh,
it's in the
I thought it
drop down
was.
list that appears, so that's I thought
Is
it was.
it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. I thought Kit is something different, but it's interesting.
Yeah, when I choose when I choose 2 tools and 2 skills and 2 tools, then I get additional drop downs, and under the tool proficiencies, the kits and tools and supplies and utensils all appear as options.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I always thought the Poisoner's Kit was not actually a tool, but I could be wrong about that.
I mean, again, this is
I think it's
like
tool.
this is how D&D Beyond's character sheet is set up. So you could obviously rule differently. And honestly, Beryl has I don't think ever even used her Poisoner's Kit proficiency.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a big deal if we take it away. You know.
No, I mean, that's just interesting because, like I said, I always thought the kit was different. Like a disguise kit, I didn't think was a tool.
Other.
But
yeah.
maybe I was wrong about that. All right. I'll look it up later because I don't want to spend too much time on it. But yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'll just say that you have this poisoner kit thing. I'll say maybe with alchemy, you think that with a say like nature components, you could probably craft a poison in like a day or so. Just brew one up.
Oh yeah. Okay, Beryl can work on this.
Would you be looking? You said you're looking to knock him out, right?
Yes. like
Okay.
a either paralytic or like deep sleep kind of poison. Yeah.
How powerful do you want it to be? You want to be like weak, like moderate, or strong? It'll
I would
cost
say
more
moderate to moderate
components.
strong because dwarves have pretty good con, don't they?
They do.
Oh, yeah.
And they have
do.
resistance to poison.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So then strong.
All right.
Well,
So for
either the really, really strong one or a bunch of them, and just like pile it on them.
But if we
so
overdo it, we might kill him.
are you looking
No,
to
no, just knock them
do
out.
consumption, touch, or wounding? Like a poison injected through like a wound.
Ideally, it would be something that Beryl could either like.
Like, do you want to hide it in his food? Do you want to like just throw it on his
No, it would be
skin, or
something
do
like
you
that she could introduce at a moment
like
like that is opportune. So I would say touch or like a cloud that she like unleash like a poof. Like
Yeah,
something
well,
that's
yeah,
concealed, maybe.
that would be touch, like a dust.
Yeah. Yeah, if she can like toss a pouch of dust or spray or something into his face like when she wants to use it, I think that might work.
All right, so the most powerful
For the
poison you can make, I'll say, would cost 200 components and be DC 18 con save or fall unconscious.
That's pretty good. Let me
How
just
many of
look-
those can you make?
Yeah. Lots. I have almost 1,000 nature components right now, so I could make
Oh,
a couple.
Damn.
We have a lot more
And
religious than arcane.
I
I've
might
been
need
using a lot
to
of the nature.
I might need to look up the cost of that at some point to make sure I'm not undercharging you.
Yeah,
But
poisons are expensive.
yeah, so it might be more, but I'll say for now, just because I want to give you a solution here. You can make one
Hey.
for 200.
Okay. Would I only be able to make one in the time we have left?
It'll take you a day per use.
And you said we have today, tomorrow, and then the heist is the third day?
Yeah, so you have 2 days
Okay.
if you want to make
So
two
I'm going to go ahead and
until I
spend-
nerf it.
I'm going to spend 400 nature components and make 2 doses so we kind of have just a backup plan.
All right, so
Woohoo.
you are working on those for the next 2 days. You could go ahead and give yourself that project.
Yep.
And yeah, basically you just blow a dust in his face. Now Titus would say, so don't you have some kind of magic flaw that you can just pull on him to make him sleep or forget? Like, do we have to spend this much
Yes,
stuff?
I do. I do, but it is well, it is weak.
All right.
So
yeah.
doesn't really work that well. In fact, it was so weak that I realized that I have gotten rid of it out of my spells. My magic changed recently, and it dumped it. So
I see. Well, I'm always here in case you guys change your mind and just want me to off him. I know you're not going to, but
yeah, I get you, but no. That is always an option. I mean, he is a Dwargar. He's part of the establishment, all that jazz, yada yada. But if we can not kill him and just kill everyone else who he works with, that would be better.
Nods and says, yeah.
Sorry.
Nods and says, all right, sounds good.
And the first of the 2 days that I'm actually spending crafting is the 56th. Is that correct?
So yeah, it would be
Right now.
so it'd be today the 56th, then tomorrow the 57th, and then on the 58th, the morning of, is when you're going to go do the heist.
Okay.
Yes. And could you knock off 50 components of arcane also?
Sure.
Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, so that should be more expensive because that's even a weaker version, and that's 300. I'd say it's cheaper though because she's crafting.
I thought that was the weak version of it, and I wanted you to see it as a comparison.
Yeah. No, that would be my moderate version. Okay. I'll say crafting yourself would be cheaper though. So let's say, no, actually 200's not bad for crafting yourself, because I'd say like half the 300 to 150, then add a little to make it more expensive. So yeah, we'll say 200.
I subtracted the 400 for 2 doses of Barrel's poison. What am I subtracting for arcane?
Just 50. Oh, that was for me. That was
right,
for me.
yeah. I just wasn't sure.
Just 50 components. 50 components.
Okay. All right, I just wanted to clarify that I had subtracted the right for both because
Yeah,
I wasn't
sorry.
following exactly which you were talking about there for a moment, Lou. So, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I was just looking
All
at
right.
Vlad's
In the middle of
message
conversation.
about poison.
Yeah, and we are. I mean,
I found
Yeah.
I found an example of what we're doing, but it was like it's like a weak version of it. So
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, normally to buy that poison would be 400 gold, but I'm doing like half price since you're making it.
Oh, so you're saying the 200 isn't each? It's
Yeah,
200 for
no,
both.
it's 200 each. Usually if you bought the poison, like it would cost you 300 for a DC 15. So I would say probably about 400 for a DC 18. You know?
Okay. All right. So the 400 that I subtracted is correct. All right. Just making sure.
Yeah. That was kind of like a little thing that Vlad had sent me on poisons I was looking at. All right.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm going to pass the time unless any of you are going to interact or try to do anything. Just give me a moment. Yeah, you got something?
no. It's
All
working.
right.
I'm just doing downtime. Everyone else can do whatever.
Yeah, make sure you have your projects. So
Or somewhere.
just make some notes. All right. So the 2 days pass. It is now the 57th at 4 p.m. when you would finish your second day of downtime. Let's go ahead and 2 days of downtime progress go. Let me know if anyone needs to make rolls or anything.
Beryl would complete the poison. I don't know if you need a roll from her on that.
No, it's right now my crafting rules are just paying. So you're just basically you just have your alchemy tools burning away essences and making these powders that you put into a little baggie or baggies.
And do I need to call that anything specific?
You
powdered
could
poison?
call it
Greater ether? Greater ether?
let me see.
I
Yeah,
guess when I put it in my
so
inventory, if we come upon it later, and if we don't end up using it and come
So,
upon it later, I want to know what it is.
strong.
Underdark
You
ether?
can call
Maybe?
it.
I don't know.
You can call it strong essence of ether.
Strong essence of ether.
Yes.
Essence of ether.
Good stuff.
So
That
I'll
E-
say. Yeah, ether.
Well, isn't ether sometimes spelled like AE?
That's a different
No,
type
it's-
of ether.
yeah,
that's
that's-
aether, I think. Is
Yeah,
how you
it's
pronounce
aether,
that.
that's-
It's a little bit of a different thing.
Yeah, it's the old medium of light. So
All right. So Thorothi, what are you doing during this time? Anything in particular? I haven't really heard from you.
I think we put him to sleep.
Just tired of all this arguing. Or you just may have stepped away for a moment.
Your mic's off.
Is it?
Yeah, his mic's off.
Oh, well, he's muted. Maybe as like a call or something. Sometimes he gets those work calls. So yeah, the 2 days pass. The three kings are a little concerned.
What about
yes.
She could do something.
I
No,
assume.
You do it for
has-
2 days.
I assume she had a
No.
project, right?
No, I have no downtime projects I can do. So,
All right. Is there
but
any?
what is going to happen with her is, if there are 2 days passing, we're going to be doing this. And for the
yeah.
second day, she is giving you all a lecture about how stealing is wrong and taking advantage of this guard is such a bad idea. And then second day, she's back to, all right, we're ready to go. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Well,
Beryl-
actual
Kate seemed very indecisive.
tomorrow is when the heist takes place, so we'll see what's happening that day.
See whether or
Yeah.
not Anna Kate's heart is in it.
Exactly.
Oh man.
So during the second day, Rando is going to kind of come forward and address the group. He says, I haven't heard much of a confirmation. Are you all joining us? Is that what's happening, or are you trying
Oh,
to?
I assume
Yeah.
we would have told them our decision a couple days
Yes.
ago.
And
I just never
let
talked
us
to him. He was
discuss
giving
the
you some
plan
time.
a bit. Let's discuss the plan a bit. So we have someone who will get this in there. He is an honorable man, a good guy, from what we can tell. Overall, I mean, other than like possible war crimes, because that's a thing. But our plan is to just knock his ass out and just throw him in a corner somewhere. We don't want to kill him when we break off to go to the vault, but that's our plan: is to knock him out so that he has plausible deniability, and then we will go and continue with what you're doing.
He nods. He says, "Well, the fire giants might kill him if they find out he was sleeping or let us in, but not for sure."
But it's we're giving him an opportunity to survive all of this, and it will look like somebody attacked him versus us, colluding with him. We want to make him look like he's a victim.
Beryl
Now,
can
the
give
fire
black eye
giants
as
are
well.
assholes.
Beryl can give black eye as well if this is better cover for guard.
He shrugs.
mean-
He says, "Well, yeah, just letting you know these fire giants are brutal, but
Well,
if-
that's the reason we're probably going to get to end the fight and kill a bunch of them. But yes,
He says, and
Right.
The plan, just so we can talk about it, now that you've now that you've verified, or not verified, but let me know that you're going through with the heist with us. We're sneaking in to two different parts because there's several vaults. You all are going to hit the southern vault, and we're going to hit the northern vault, kind of making our way towards the center yard. Basically, there's a kind of a side way, like a vent system we can use to get in. I imagine your group is going to be much louder than our group, as you're more heavily armored and less trained at stealth. But some of you, he says, giving Anna-Kate a look. Some of you more than others, but the idea is to just try to stay quiet as long as possible. Obviously, we can get more if we don't have giants rushing in to attack us all. And basically make our way towards the middle yard, where I assume you guys are going to go into that cave and continue onward. We don't actually need to go there. I had another escape plan. So once the heist starts, unless you think you need us in the middle yard for something, that might be the last time we see each other for a while.
Oh, well, that's true. I mean, unless you would like to join us in going into an ancient tower of dark magic.
Yeah, if come with tribe, Beryl can take you to many places of Empire if Beryl has been there
Oh, yeah.
before.
Says-
And
When
we have a place you can lay low like nobody's business.
As well, that sounds more like tomb raiding than heisting, and that's less our specialty. So
Yeah, tomb raiding. Yeah, more tomb raiding.
more exploring old ruins. So probably gonna pass unless you have a good reason why we'd come with you there. I mean, treasure's nice, but I just don't know how much use our skill set would be in that situation, as you're more like fighting things.
We're wishing to offer you the possibility of you could go to a different plane of existence for a while.
Different
It would
plane.
just require us to go through the tower first, and then it would be in a different realm, which would probably start off anybody who's trying to track you, as it were.
Gears says, "Oh my god, I want to go to the Dwarven Tower. I want to go so bad." He says, "Yeah, but it's not really our thing. You probably don't want to have to fight things, do you?" She kind of scratches
I mean,
her
we
chin
would
for a
offer.
second.
We have a very specific thing we want, and we would be happy to offer you a full share in anything we find.
Give me a persuasion.
Like, I'm not even sure why I'm trying to persuade some people.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just assume they'd go their own way.
Well, anytime three kings want to leave, maybe not want to be in mountain anymore, or decide try tribe quest not for them, then tribe has ways to help Three Kings go elsewhere, teleport elsewhere
Yeah.
to leave. Yeah.
We have options for you. It's just if you got through the tower with us, there's a very good chance we could get you to another plane of existence. I was just like, and it might be interesting to go with you in the tower. We don't have a lot of you have an interesting skill set.
What plane of existence? And is there anything to steal there?
Well, 2 planes of existence, I think.
You mean planeswalking, Gear says?
Yes.
What where are we going? The heavens, the hells.
Daryl has only been to Shadowfell, and
Ooh, I
Void
haven't been there.
and Gaian.
It's the Void.
Yeah,
That sounds
we
creepy.
have a lovely place in the Void. It's really a vacation home. And then Shadowfell would be another easier place to go to.
He says, heisting on another plane of existence. That does sound intriguing. Give me another persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
Lou, with the plane shift spell, like, would it be limited to where someone's already been, or is there?
Can I Tides of Chaos this before you make the decision on that roll?
Sure.
All right.
I think you just
Then-
need the tuning fork to go to a plane.
Oh shoot! I need a tuning fork. And did Sim take ours with him, or would we have kept it?
I could say
I thought we had a spare in the keep.
Oh, in the Shadowfell Keep or the Void Keep? The Aldrin's
Void
Watch,
Keep.
or?
well, the
Yeah,
problem is
well,
you would need the spare to get back there.
Oh.
But yeah, go ahead. Use your Tides of Chaos. And you have to link Tides of Chaos because I forget what it does.
Yeah, hold on a second. Wait. I probably should have read this before I even did the thing. Well,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
ability check. I get 1 per long rest.
Oh, you'd have to do that before you rolled. And even if you did do that, 12 and 12 wouldn't do you much good. It's not a reroll, it's it's advantage.
Fuck. Yeah, never mind, ignore me. I constantly get this confused. My apologies.
So he would say, it sounds intriguing. I'm a little bit worried about being at your mercy, because obviously if we follow you into this area, we would have no way of getting out without your help. So if something goes wrong and you die, we're kind of screwed.
True. I mean, I don't have a scroll of planeswalking to give you.
You assume I could even use a scroll of planeswalking.
Oh,
Tell you what,
Gears
though,
might be able to.
Gears says, I could try. I mean, what's the worst can happen? I'll mess it up. And he says, well, how about this? Maybe we could meet up after your tower excursion. We will probably be in the capital planning our next heist. And maybe I can look into this. Where did you say you were going?
Do we know a name for it?
Well, what plane? And Gears would say they said the Shadowfell or
well, the Void is where Tribe has sanctuary, and like base.
She says, or go ahead.
Yeah, Tribe also has friends and places to go on Shadowfell, but Tribe's own headquarters is in Void and is protected
There's
by.
not much to see in the Void. I mean, not really. So, but the Shadowfell has an entire other civilization of stuff going on, and like underworld and people who have lots of things and bad guys you can steal from, that kind of stuff.
Well, that does sound kind of cool. But yeah, why don't after you finish with your tower, then come and look for us in the capital. Maybe we can talk about.
Sure.
It would also
What's a
give.
good way to get hold of you? Is there a place I should leave a message, for instance?
He would look to Gears and say, "Do you have any of those extra sending stones?" She says, "Of course I do." And she would bring out a stone and give it to, I guess, Vlad, since he's doing all the talking. And she says, once per day sending, and she taps on it and smiles. I'll keep the other one.
Ah, man, so many people have these stones. I gotta have like a whole pouch full of these things. I bet. Good thing I'm not a sling thrower.
She says, well, they are useful. And not everyone has them. Only people smart enough to have master artificers in their friend circles.
You have a point there.
Rando kind of smiles. He
So,
says,
right,
Diddy, you can look into some Shadowfell crimes. And she says, yeah, sounds exciting. Excellent. Well, we haven't had access to the Shadowfell yet. This could be a new chapter in the Book of the Three Kings. So yes, definitely let us know what's happening.
Okay. So tribe go in with Three Kings, raid vaults, and then tribe go one way and Three Kings go a different way.
Yeah, like I said, we probably won't see each other after the raid. You're just going to get as much stuff from the southern vaults as you can while we get the northern vaults. Then you're going to make your way into the yards beyond and I guess into your cave. And Boulderbomb would nod. He says, yeah, that sounds like a plan. If we can keep it quiet, then all the better. Though, if we knock out the dwarf before he shows us through that door, we won't have a way into the yard, right? We're going to have to fight our way
Why
there.
knock out before tribe has reached yard?
He says, because didn't the Three Kings say we had to separate for the heist before we go to the middle yard? And Randolph would nod, or sorry, Rando would, well, Randolph is his name, but Rando would nod and say, to get to the vents, yeah, we would have to leave him before he brings us to the middle yard.
Okay. Well, does tribe expect is difficult to find yard when tribe already halfway in?
Probably not. From the vaults, we'd probably just have to head north, Boulder Bottom says. I don't think that would be too much trouble. We might have to fight some giants to get there, though. You know, depending on who's in the vault.
Okay. Well, then tribe will knock out guard when tribe needs to split away to keep guard from becoming suspicious or reporting tribe.
That works.
All right. So he says, good. Then we have our plan. We'll put our friend Dwarf to sleep, go do what we have to do, then you all will move deeper while we find you later back in the capital. He says,
Does tribe have backup just in case Barrel's poison not work on Dwarf guard?
Titus says, I got a backup.
Is to beat him into the ground until he's unconscious and almost dead.
Exactly,
Okay.
Titus says.
All right, let's do it.
He taps his halberd. He says, this is my backup.
And Barrel will make super sneaky, extra sneaky magic while tribe go in.
Excellent.
All right, let's do a little pre-heist party. Remember, no drinking. That's the rule. And Gears would say, well, yeah, of course. We're not going to get drunk the night before a heist. And Diddy just sighs and doesn't say anything.
Don't say it that way.
All right, anything?
I will cook.
Yeah.
Middling. I mean, it passes. It's good for luxury food, but I didn't do like an amazing job. So, when you get upset with a 16, like,
yeah, you do a very good dinner. 16 is still very above average, so everyone enjoys the food, the drink. Everyone kind of hangs out, and everyone's usual like little get together. Any interactions we want to do during the night, like any talking or RP, or should I just cut ahead to tomorrow?
Wasn't
we've
Titus
done a lot of RP. So,
wasn't Titus?
we would like to talk to Titus for a while, and
Well, I could play Titus.
No.
Who wants to talk to Titus?
No, what I was going to say is I feel like you asked what we would be doing at the
celebration, and I was assuming that Titus would be trying to get to know Diddy some more, but I don't know.
Yeah, Titus is probably talking to Diddy.
that's
He actually probably is drinking, so I'm gonna roll a saving throw for him.
So is Anna Kate.
And Kate is also drinking.
Particularly if he is hitting on Diddy.
Is Anna Kate gonna say anything to him or Diddy during the evening?
Persuasion, cock block.
Mm,
That's
She's just shooting him dagger eyes.
right. She's making looks at both of them.
All right. Is she making this obvious or more just like keeping it to herself?
Let's see. She's probably not trying to be obvious, at least not until she gets too drunk to keep it.
All right. Give me a con
nice.
save.
Nice.
Yep.
DC 10. All right. So you don't get drunk, you just get a little bit buzzed. I'll say that
Ooh.
Titus will. What's his passive perception?
Passive insight.
Yeah, either of those might work here. I think he actually has decent perception. Yeah, actually. Not as good insight, but he would kind of notice you, come over at one point and say, Hannah Kate, is everything all right? You keep giving me strange looks. Like you wish to punch me in the face, which I do not
No,
want to have happen.
I'm fine. Just ready to get this heist done. You know.
He says,
Sounds fun. Sounds exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Give me a deception.
Sure. I'm proficient in deception.
I think you should have advantage because that is a dumb dude talking to a woman.
So he just, yeah. I guess he can do an insight. No, he beat that. So he's like, I don't know. It seems like something's bothering you. Maybe you should just tell me. He crosses his arms, looking down at you.
If something were bothering me, I would tell you, Titus. Actually, I'm sorry. Can I redo that?
Sure.
Retcon that. If you don't know, I'm not going to tell you.
He arches an eyebrow.
Sorry, I need practice. I need practice RPing a woman.
Yeah.
That was definitely what she would have said.
Well, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but if you want to speak with me about it, I'll be here.
Okay, I'm sure you will.
Yes. And he just
if we're talking about how the different genders communicate, then I feel like Titus is actually being way too communicative.
Exactly. Titus should be going, whatever.
What? No, he's not. Well, I guess he would technically still be a teenager, like, mentally. All right, he'll be like, whatever. Sure. Yeah, he'll go back and go talk to Diddy again.
And by the way, Anna Kate is 18, so.
Yeah, and he
is
older, but is she only 18?
She might be 19 by now, but
okay.
For the backstory, she was 18 when.
Beryl was 8 when the campaign started, so.
All right. Well, yeah.
Vlad is 33.
You're out, Grandpa.
He's the old man of the group. But yeah, he's I think he's technically in his mid-20s, but like mentally he's still pretty young just because he was mind controlled for so long.
Years. Yeah.
But yeah, he'll just like, oh, okay, and he'll just kind of walk back over to Diddy and start talking to her again. So yeah, the evening passes. Oh, hang on.
Random encounter roll?
No, well, not exactly. Random event. At one point, he does end up leaving with Diddy.
I'm drinking more.
Then he has an STD now, so.
Oh my gosh,
right.
no.
I'm drunk and I'm continuing to drink. There we go.
All right, Anna Kate is like sitting on the chair, like really drunk.
I love you, Beryl. You're awesome. Why do
thing.
we need men?
Restoration the next.
I mean, useful to have around.
I guess.
I'll say Gears comes over. She looks at Anna Kate. She says, "Ooh, you're inebriated. Someone didn't follow the rule."
What is the whatever?
She says, "Well, alcohol is technically a poison, and as such, if one drinks too much, it starts to affect one's body, making it harder to process more of the liquid and causing you to become, makes it harder to
Are
think."
you hitting on me?
Years.
Are
That
you
is the
hitting
most
on
I have
me?
ever heard you talk at one time. Tell me more.
She looks at you and looks over at Vlad, maybe blushes a little. She says, "No, you asked what inebriated meant. I was just giving you the definition." And she awkwardly takes a sip of her wine.
Huh.
Okay, bye. And she walks away.
Beryl go to bed now, Anna Kate, but Beryl will prepare something in the morning for Anna Kate to feel better. Beryl has ideas.
Yeah, and the Kate, have this giant glass of water before you go to sleep. This would be good.
Diddy would say, "Oh yeah, that actually would really help." Like if she's across the room to help with the inebriation. Water will act as what's it called? It's not a diuretic. Scientific word, whatever. She says, "Yeah, it'll help you process the alcohol. You should drink more water." And then she runs away again.
Is there water and beer?
Not enough. Besides, you would like a nice palate cleanser before you have your next drink, right? So here, drink a lot of water, and then as we hand you the giant tankard of water, we start pushing you towards bed.
What's this we?
Are you hitting on me, Vlad?
Totally. Yes, you are absolutely my type. Look, your bedroll. You should sleep.
Nice try. I am way too amped up to...
And she falls asleep.
And Beryl will be preparing protection from poison in the morning.
Maybe you should cast it right now before you go to bed.
Beryl didn't have it prepared yet.
I think I need a lesser restoration.
It neutralizes poison if the people are already poisoned.
I'll give you another saving throw in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Well, that'll just be for the headache, though.
Oh, I think it might be have a debuff or something from. I don't know.
I mean, inebriation is just a poison effect. You just have disadvantage to your skill checks or ability checks.
It does go away.
Yeah.
Adventurers don't have hangovers.
But does it last?
Well, I will give a saving throw, but it might last a few hours into the morning.
Yeah, so Beryl's gonna neutralize it in the morning regardless.
What do you mean adventurers don't have hangovers?
You don't need disadvantage on stealth and shit, you know?
Yeah. In the literature, I guess they always do have hangovers. Now that I think about it, fuck. That's like
That's why they said don't drink too much before bed.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But
all right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you'll get another saving throw in the morning. So everyone is going to bed. Quick check in with Thorothi. Are you in the area?
Are you back?
Are you back? Or are you still busy with stuff?
I am here.
Okay.
I've been drinking and watching all this go on whilst having a little titter to myself.
Thorothi is just off to the side watching all this drama unfold. Is he doing anything during this evening and all this happening?
No, he's just relaxing and getting ready, psyching himself up.
All right, getting ready for the adventure tomorrow.
So, as a reminder, were you researching anything during the 2 days that we were preparing?
Yeah,
I thought you were doing some research in the wild magic thing.
2 days of downtime had passed. So did that put you at 5 days yet?
I think I might be close. I think I need one more day. And
Oh.
I've done my 5.
All right. So yeah, you've been studying. Was there something particular you were studying?
I cannot remember. I'd have to go back through my notes.
Here,
Apologies.
do we have something on the downtime activities for it?
Let me check.
Doesn't look like it.
Not for Dorothy, no.
All right. So yeah, usually you just put it on there, and then we can look it up. But that's fine. If you have it in your notes, you can let me know. So
The fact that it's not at 5 days anyway, I guess it kind of doesn't matter. So
yeah. So the evening passes. Go ahead and upkeep your camp. Basically, just your wyvern and your bear, because Boulder Bottom's paid for. Oh, make sure you did it for all 3 days.
Yeah, okay, so now which what's the
So
the individual upkeep?
for the bear and your wyvern, it's 9 GP a day, and we'll say Boulder Bottom is paid, so you don't have to worry about him. So 27 GP to upkeep your animals.
All right, and that was from the, let me look here, 56th and 57th, right? No, wait, it was
56th, 57th. Yes, so 2 days. So sorry, 18 gold.
all right. So those days were already paid.
Okay. Yeah, if you already paid them, that's fine.
58th, I'll have to begin paying again.
Which is after the heist, so you can worry about that later. Okay, so the night passes. Anna Kate, who did not take Rando's advice, give me a con save in the morning.
First, I'm going to give you a personality check.
Oh, this might be interesting.
It's still, that's unfortunate because it would have been a lot more fun if it were
a drunk, yeah.
Oh, she would have been so pissed. She's like, she gets to drink and I have the hangover.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Still got the hangover.
No.
So Anna Kate is not feeling great in the morning with a bit of hangover she's dealing with.
Beryl made tea for Anna Kate. I promise it will help.
So it
Thank you, Beryl.
is the 58th at 8 a.m.
Oh, nice. And is that how you're casting it? Is you're handing her tea? That's
Yeah,
funny.
she passed it on the tea.
Okay. So yeah.
We'll see this and be like, oh, culinary challenge. How
Culinary
to do this
magic.
through cantrips.
All right. So
I was kind of thinking that it was more like her using her poisoner abilities to like craft some sort of like not antidote, but something that alleviates. Like I guess I wasn't thinking of it as magic, but yes, she's using a spell slot to neutralize the poison. But I was thinking
I'm
of
sorry,
it more.
you had-
like druid flavor for that. That makes sense. So
I'm
yeah.
sorry you had to use a spell slot on
No,
that.
she prepared it intentionally. Better not to risk any disadvantages on our spells.
I mean, shoot.
But
Yeah.
no, hey,
Okay.
you have an entire hour on top of that you are better against poisons.
all right. Well,
good.
any last minute things you're gonna do before going to the vault?
I will call forth my familiar and say, it may be hard on you, but at some point I may need to call upon you, and you may have to make the ultimate sacrifice. So, anyway, back to your dimension.
Pep
and then
talk.
unsummon it.
You poof it away. Okay. So yeah, so the group gets their things together and says goodbye to their hideout. Heading north.
Yay.
So you get to the first gate as they stop you to check your papers. Diddy, who seems to be in a different form now, she looks like one of the deep dwarves, is going to hand them something and say, these ones are cleared to pass, and we need to move quick. She gives them a bit of a look. The guard says, oh, yes, of course, Captain, looking a little nervous and kind of waves everyone through. You continue north down the long corridor. It looks like a bunch of dwarves kind of going back and forth through this.
Is that a mushroom?
Yeah, there are big mushrooms in here.
Beryl is making friends with the mushrooms. No, I guess we don't need them long here. We need them closer.
It
to
would
the-
take like 10 minutes, so
Yeah.
I don't think we...
No, she just has to have seen the mushroom. She doesn't have to take time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
She has to be familiar with them, I think it says, right?
I think it's just that she has to have seen them.
Well, yeah, why don't you give me a link?
You must have seen or touched the destination plant at least once
Okay.
before.
Huh.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, the whole tree friends is just my flavor for
Oh,
Beryl.
just okay. Gotcha. Like you're saying, this particular one likes me.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
actually, I probably wouldn't. I mean, obviously, I'm seeing these mushrooms as we pass, but like, no, I don't think these are particularly important to our plan right now. So,
No.
alright, so it is about 9 a.m. So the poison thing would wear off now. When you get to this gate, once again, the captain will walk forward and present some papers, and the guards will just kind of... Oh, hang on. Let me see. Yeah, the guards kind of seem nervous and just wave you through. As you enter the area, the huge temple, you get closer. And as you approach one of the gates, give me a moment to consult my notes about this. Yeah, you would see a couple of dwarves, again, who Diddy is able to, like some of the guards, is able to get you past. And towards one of the main doors, you would see Cavil there. So... just get his picture.
Yes. So we will go to him and hand him a blank piece of paper.
As you approach, he sees you have some... Well, as you approach, he kind of nods and waves a couple of the other guards away. And he would say, you have extra people with you.
No, these were the ones that I told you about. I think the number is correct. Let's see. I did tell him the right number, right?
Thought so. I thought you said there was more
Thought I did.
than what we're at
Yeah,
the
so
tavern.
it's us plus 3 more. I think that's what I said.
Alright, I didn't see that in my notes. Wonder if I just forgot to record that.
It was.
I thought that was
I think
one
it was
of
a
the
council.
one of the things that they were worried about is you hadn't told him about the Three Kings, because you hadn't thought about it, but I could be...
No, I was really stupid and thought we were gonna get in there and then we were gonna separate at the courtyard, and at that point then we're gonna go off.
Yeah, the confusion was whether or not we were going to stick with them to go grab stuff from the vaults. I think he did include the fact that they were going to be with us.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought we
alright,
were
so-
gonna go to the courtyard and then
He'll say, maybe I just didn't remember them. Alright, well, it shouldn't be an issue. He kind of looks around. He says, I just need a little bit of time. I have to speak with someone before I leave my post, and while doing so, I can sneak you in. That's...
no problem. We understand.
He says, that said, I had a request for you.
Oh?
He says, I would like to come with you. There's not much left for me in this city, and I decided during those 2 days that I think I would be better off just leaving with you on this journey to stop some dark god. He says,
Son of a bitch.
there's nothing left for me noble here, just to get old and and die remembering the things I did in my youth, fighting for something, and I just don't have that anymore. And I want to experience that again before I get too old to be able to. He says, so
Well,
I know it's a surprise, but if you'll have me, I would love to fight for your camp.
Well, give us a chance to speak, but I will talk to my companions and see if I think we might. But you need to do your thing. I will speak to them quickly.
He says,
we will talk.
that'll work. Just go and sit down over there. Don't get too close to the door. Someone might get suspicious. But wait over there. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. And then we'll go in. So, yeah, I assume you go
Okay.
sit down on the bench.
Yeah.
tribe meets.
So, shit.
Well,
Fuck.
if
Well, crap. It's like, oh, god damn it.
Titus says, I still have plan B. And he taps his...
I know, but oh god, unless the little freak. All right. How do we spin this? How do we spin this? How do I convince him that yes, this is the before we go, we should just be like, oh, you know what? Fuck these guys. We should like get everything we can to fight the evil god. Yes.
yes,
Or-
exactly this. Tribe needs all boost tribe can get to defeat the
Oh.
Shadowlord.
He seems like a nice old guy, Rando says. Now I feel bad knocking him out. So, yeah, maybe. But still, that would be a
Yeah, this
major
is the
risk
reason,
if he
right?
decides... if he decides not to go along with it, that could be a
Yeah.
major risk.
Can
Well,
I
then
do an
tribe
insight
is-
check to see if I believe he was telling the truth or if he was trying to trick us?
Oh, who? Caval?
Yeah.
Or Cavill? Yeah, sure. I can give you an active insight.
Can I do an active because I was kind of surprised too. So fuck it, no. I was too surprised.
Both of you think he was being honest. You don't think he was making it up. You think he does want to leave. It makes sense from all the things that he told you. Like, his life kind of sucks here.
Well, Beryl
Yeah.
thinks that Beryl happy to always have new tribe friends join tribe camp. But Beryl thinks that tribe should wait till tribe is inside, and then
Yeah, you guys got
Try-
all the cool people joining your camp. Now I kind of wish we joined.
Anna Kate's gonna say,
all right.
I think he's really cute too, and she like shoots a look at Titus.
Titus just taps his plan B stick.
yeah, but Beryl
right.
Beryl still has plan A if when tribe reveal that tribe may be taking some items, if cable whatever acts like will report on tribe or turn on tribe.
All right. I can spin this. I can do this. I can be like, okay.
Beryl believes
Alright.
in you. There's that.
I can totally convince the honorable man who wants to go fight an evil god that yeah, we should just kind of shit all over his employers. That's
Well,
fine. I can totally
tribe
do that.
really is fighting evil. Most is true. Most
Right,
of
that
story.
was the part of what you told him. It was actually true.
I mean, it is, but fuck. All right, we can do this. All right.
Alright,
But tribe
Right.
so...
wait till tribe gets a little bit inside, so that not as many guards like out here in yard.
Yes, of course. Boom.
Yeah, we're gonna have to time this well then, Rando says. Like, hit him with the question maybe halfway in, and then, like, if he,
Can you charm Dwergard down here? I'm assuming... I don't remember.
Who are you asking?
Oh, the group. Do dwarves have things against being charmed or whatever?
I think you're thinking of
Not
elves.
inherently,
Yeah, it's
like,
elves.
not like elves.
Dwarves have things against
Okay.
poison and, what's the other thing? Maybe it's just poison. But, yeah, this is, well, yeah, like Beryl was saying, I think we should ask him about halfway in, and then, we wouldn't have a bunch of guards around if he decides, But
Yeah.
we're
And then poison is possible option, and then Titus's stick is also option.
You did say
Titus's-
stick.
Titus's stick is not as impressive as he makes you think it is.
All right. I just wanted to make sure you said stick. So,
I'm just saying.
I thought
I've
that's
heard
what
it's
Luke
not
called
all
it just
that.
now when he said that Titus tapped it.
Titus says,
Is
my
it-
stick
is
is
it-
very impressive and effective. How dare you? He smacks his hand against it. He says, Plan B is the plan.
All right.
Yes.
Right,
Well,
we got this. We got this. We got this. I am. Yes. All right. I am convincing.
Alright, so when Vlad fails, Barrel poofs the dust, and if he doesn't go unconscious, I smack him in the head. Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Alright,
Yeah.
I like it. Vlad said,
Try to just knock him out.
Titus says.
Not no stabbies. Just
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna kill him. Like unless you want me to, but no.
No.
Is he? How is he carrying like a pack or a bag or anything? Like he's come
It probably
prepared?
has like that thingy, but I mean, we got the stuff for the dude. It's no problem. But
Oh no, that's not why I was asking. I was actually trying to determine how much he weighs.
He says, I will say, you remember that last guy who he didn't kill, who then called all the guards on us. Just saying.
because you kept threatening to kill him.
Everyone keeps
Yes.
blaming me for that, but I was just
'cause it was
I
kind of
I
our
did
fault.
the neck symbol. I didn't know he knew what that meant. That could mean anything.
Titus. Everyone knows what the neck symbol means.
Do they? I don't know. I've been away for too
Yeah,
long.
What
I
did I
guess.
ever see in you?
Hey, wait. What does that mean?
What?
Nothing. That's how stupid you are. All right, moving on.
All right. So he gives you a bit of a look as you would see Cavill coming back.
Seems like we have
Um,
grumpy sister today.
And Cavill would say, "All right, follow me. We're heading off to the side area."
Finally.
All right.
So you're kind of moving behind the building, kind of secretly moving through, and Rando would kind of give a signal, motioning to a part of the wall that looks like it might have a vent.
All right. So, Cavill, I have a bit of a problem.
He
When I talked
stops.
to you before,
Yeah.
everything I said at the time from you was the truth, was honest from me.
Yeah. Are you
There have
casting
been
a spell barrel?
complications.
Yeah, I want to be stealthed before we have any kind of encounter with this guy. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
So
he's,
what? Yeah. Once we
so-
got in and we're kind of sneaking along and out of the courtyard, then yeah.
Oh, well, are you casting it now on the way to the courtyard?
I guess I'm confused. Like when Rando pointed to the vent, are we inside or are we still out where there were guards and stuff?
You're still outside, but you're kind of in the back of the building where there's less people. Like, you see how there's like 4 sections to the building? So you're kind of walking around that one side towards the middle area.
Okay. But Rando has indicated that there's the place he wanted to use, that they were planning to use.
Yeah,
would
this
come
is
upon.
this is where we're sneaking in. There's the vent
Okay,
here.
then yes, I would have put up Pass Without Trace. Yes.
All right, so Caval's like, "Oh, what's going on? Why is she casting?" And he looks a little nervous.
No, it is to make us less noticeable.
Oh,
Less chance of the people finding out. So, anyway,
gotta
Caval.
warn a guy. Just magic going off. You know, I
so
lost a friend. Anyway, yeah. What do you got?
we have run into a small hiccup in our plan. It kind of turns out we do need something from the vaults. This was not the original plan for us. We were going to just go up the tower and be done with it, and everything was fine. But it turns out that through our illustrious casters here, they have determined that no, there is something we have to get from the vault.
So he looks around kind of nervously. He says, "Oh, shit. Is this the best place to discuss this? We're still out in the open."
Are you okay with us doing this?
Give me a persuasion. Do you want to give
If you're
yourself
going to join this,
advantage?
I want you to know. I want you to have your eyes wide open. Fuck me. Ben Luck.
Ben luck. All right, link it. It says when another creature you see.
Oh no, that's another creature. Well, shit on me.
You can story point. You haven't used
I'm
yours yet.
going to.
You can't use one till your next short rest, though. If you do,
That's fine. We're gonna do that.
all right.
So
Perhaps.
is it just? Is it
Yeah,
story point or inspiration?
it's a story point. You spend a story point, you
Story
can
point.
reroll. And
right,
you
let's
might
do
want
that.
to give yourself advantage this time, maybe.
Sure. We'll do Tides of Chaos. Fuck it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So go ahead. You
Nice.
need, but
Now I didn't need it.
but better safe than sorry. So he kind of seems a little torn. And he says, "Well, damn it, you had to pull this on me right in the way."
I'm very sorry. We had another plan. If you don't want to do this, we will just knock you out and like make it look like we beat you up and it was
He
your
says,
fault.
"What? What do you? Give me another persuasion check." Says you're gonna knock
Why
me
would
out.
you tell him that we were planning that?
No. This was
Just
this
say,
was if you
"We have
if you
another
wanted
idea."
out and we. Yeah, if we were going to let you know, and if like you didn't want, if you wanted to like not take the fall or anything, we were going to make it so that you wouldn't be blamed, because we don't want this to come back on you.
Titus will look at Anna-Kate and do like the neck symbol. He's like, "Huh?"
I
No.
Anna Kate
Sorry, I had to.
turns.
I want
like,
you. I would love for you to join us. You are exactly the kind of person who has experience that I think would bring something to us. So
And
please.
Tribe
come
told
with us.
truth about Tribe fighting very bad old evil. Tribe
Right.
does need to find knowledge to fight the evil.
Really quick, I'm curious what Anna-Kate's reaction to that is.
to Titus
Doing the neck
like
thing.
making
Huh?
it she just turns her back on him.
Oh, he seems
Oh.
sad. But he'll kind of look back and forth. I'll say he didn't notice the neck thing because Titus was more careful this
I
time.
was standing behind him this time while he did
He's
it.
like, yeah, we can, he says, well, I guess if it's important to the mission to take on this evil god, then, all right. Do you have a way of getting in the yard if you're? Where are you going exactly? Are we going to the yard? What's going on?
We are
I would-
going to the.
Go ahead.
We are going to. We're going to the north one, right? And they're going to the south one.
They're going.
map's a little
They're
weird.
going north here. So they are going to this area through the vents. You guys are actually going to the one right next to you. This area.
These are our stealthiest companions. They're going to go to the north. We are going to go to the south, and hopefully be quiet. Also, that's the reason why she cast the spell to help us. And we were going to try to get in and then get out, back to the courtyard and disappear.
All
And
right.
that's the plan.
Well,
So Tribe should move now.
yeah. I'll. All right. Yeah. Sure. I'll meet you at the courtyard. Once you get out. Hopefully, you haven't brought the whole place down on me.
Rock. Oh shit.
He's gonna walk away now, unless you were saying something else to him.
No, that's fine. Let him go.
So he heads further away without you, kind of making sure no one's watching. And immediately, Rando says, all right, up the side here. He will press his hand to the wall as like a rune glows and like a stair, or like a ladder thing appears on the wall. He says, just follow me. I have to do some stuff to get us in quick. And he starts climbing up with the rest of the three kings.
I guess we follow.
Yeah. So he climbs up, pulls out another scroll, does some sort of magical ritual with it. The scroll vanishes and a small hole appears in the wall there, which they all crawl into. He says, all right, quickly, everyone in.
Follow.
Give me stealth checks with advantage at this point.
Thank God for Pass Without Trace.
Ooh.
Oh, you're shitting me.
Still 26, and yeah.
Oh,
And
16.
12.
Wow.
But with advantage, 16.
Yeah,
That's not
it'd be 16.
fucking horrible. But
21.
Bad.
21. All right. So you all are fairly stealthy, making your way up this wall into the magical hole he opened. As you crawl into what looks like some sort of vent area, he brings out another scroll, and the vent will close behind you. He will point to a side vent and say, all right, you have to go down that way to the end, and that should lead you into the vault area. But give us about 10 minutes to get into position, because I want to make sure we are all in at the same time in case you guys screw something up and raise the alarm.
So, yes. Does
Or
anyone
in
have
case
that
you
like
do.
telepathy thing?
He says,
Does
we
anyone have that
don't
telepathy?
screw up. We will not raise the alarm, trust me. And
All right.
Diddy
Does anyone
gives
have
him
that
a
group telepathy
give,
spell?
She says, well, there was that one time that you fucked it up. And he's like, that was a long time ago. Shut up.
All right, let's go.
All right. Sorry, did you say group telepathy spell?
Does anyone have a group telepathy spell?
Rary's telepathic bond.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think you do.
I don't think anybody in this group has it. I think they've been using the spies murmurs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
don't
All right.
have them.
Which, to be... does Cabal still have one of those?
Uh,
Oh, he does.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think he's got one, Barrel's got one, and Vlad's got one.
did you give
and
him one?
And
Yeah,
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 when we
yeah.
first
So
met
you
him,
can
that's
check
how
him
we
out.
were...
Oh, okay. Because he told
Yeah.
you about where
Yeah.
he lived, I thought. But yeah, okay. So then he has one,
Yeah, yeah.
sure. If you gave
Yeah,
him one.
our fourth one is with Sim, and then we gave one to Cable, our spare to Cabal, and then Vlad
And
and
then me
Beryl.
and me and Beryl have one.
Okay.
So technically, we
apparently
can
nobody wanted to
communicate
give,
with him while he's in the courtyard.
Titus one.
Yeah, but remember, you can only use those once per day. The Spy's Murmur.
No,
or
no,
wait.
this is
Oh,
the Spy's
the Spy's Murmur, not the
Yeah.
the Sending Stone. Okay, so I guess... Yeah, what are you doing?
We're
We're
waiting 10 minutes.
Going the way he told us
Oh.
to go.
Alright, so as they disappear into the darkness down the vent, you are waiting 10 minutes, giving them the time they asked for. Now, which... You said you did have a Spy's Murmur with one of them?
No, not with
No, not
Christian.
one of them. No, with Cabal.
Alright, let me check something.
Well, we do technically have the Sending Stone that Diddy gave us, or the Gears gave us, but that is once per day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. But
But we could use it in case of emergency.
Who has that Sending Stone?
that would be Vlad.
Alright, so Vlad, you will receive a message from Diddy that says, we're going. Go.
Ditto. Diddy.
Alright, so... Finally get to use this map. Just make sure this is correct. Oh, no, not this one. So you crawl through the vents for... I'll say you already had crawled through to get into position. But down below, you peek out. Or, well, you see a light coming from up ahead as you kind of get towards the end. And you think you hear large armored footsteps.
Oh my god, where are we on this map? It's his back.
So you don't really see the map yet. This is theater of the mind. You're kind of up inside the vent, but you do see the vent. Like up ahead, there are some bars that look like they can be opened up and maybe moved aside for you to climb out. But you hear something moving around over there. What do you want to do?
I'll go closer and look.
All right, give me a stealth check. Okay, so you stealth.
Actually, a pretty crappy roll for barrel.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which is dangerous because these guys have good perception. However, a 28 is still ridiculously high, even for things with good perception. So you get to the edge, kind of peeking out. And you would
Over the
see
spine,
a large lit up area. Several hallways, lots of steel doors, which look like they could be vault doors. Or maybe just like safe box rooms or something, not actual vaults that you see. And a big old giant moving down the hallway.
And he's like patrolling.
You're not sure what he's doing, but he is moving this way. What do you want to do?
And
I'll pause
I will
time.
listen. I will listen for evidence of any other movement in the area.
Okay, so you just stay there for the time being?
I'm not in the room, right? I'm still behind the bars.
Yeah, so you're about 30 feet up. You're like, basically you're kind of like on the top of this like massive arching like ceiling area looking down into this, because these are like 20-foot wide hallways. Like this is a massive area, like basically like an old cathedral. And yeah, you are looking down at this giant who's walking through these halls. You see there are a bunch of chandeliers hanging up here, which are not lit, but there are these statues holding like burning pyres that are lighting up the area.
I would tell Vlad via the spy's murmur.
Okay.
Describe what I see in a single giant.
So Vlad will see this too.
How does Tribe get down 30 feet?
Holy shit.
Like, I'm assuming you're just a little behind me so you could whisper to the others.
Yes.
Well, he's
I can get down
further.
30 feet.
He's probably further back at this point because he's not in stealth check range. But I'll put his token there because you're whispering kind of what you see.
Like, what, 30
Because I
feet?
got a description.
Yeah, only
all
like
right.
30-ish. Yeah.
So to everyone else, there's definitely one guard. It's a giant, one of the big boys. But that's the only one that we see. Should we go now, or should we wait to see if the patrol will move on?
And I would also tell Vlad that the Tribe has to get down 30 feet when we open the bars.
And when we open the bar, we're gonna have to hop down 30 feet.
Anna Kate will have no trouble, but the rest of us might.
Well, Titus can ferry us, right?
So
that's right.
he goes out of view, and yeah. Do you want to do anything or keep waiting?
Vlad, familiar. Can Vlad familiar come forward and do some scouting?
Sure, but he's an owl, so.
If we're 30 feet up, how tall is this room?
It's you're near the top. It's like 30-ish feet. So you're probably maybe more like 26 feet up. But yeah, the ceiling is at about 30 feet. Well, then it arches. Maybe there's like another 5 foot of arch. So yeah, maybe like 35 feet with the arch.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Beryl, pick the lock on the bars, and I will send out my familiar.
I will examine the bars to see if I think there's any kind of trap or lock or.
So give me investigation.
Oof. I would much prefer perception.
6. So you're like, how did this? Because like it looks like it should just like pull out, but as you pull it, it seems like it's stuck.
And I don't see any kind of like locking mechanism.
You're not sure how this works. Like usually you'd expect a padlock or something, but it just seems like it's stuck there somehow. And at this point, down the hall here, you would hear a door opening, like a big metal door, and more footsteps.
I would tell Vlad more footsteps. Maybe another giant.
Do you need Anna Kate? Do you need us to come forward?
What? Wait, do I need you to come forward?
I think this is in their
No.
minds.
Oh,
They're
there.
talking.
Right. I
This is
can't
a-
hear. No, I can't hear it. Yeah. You're right.
If someone, Beryl not sure how to open bars. Beryl doesn't see lock to pick. So someone someone want to look closely. Someone smarter than Beryl.
Anna Kate, Beryl's having problems with the bars. She needs another set of eyes.
I can try, but it's not really my expertise. But I'll try to sneak up to where Beryl is.
All right. So you crawl down to where she is. Now you can see out. Give me an investigation. You look at these this vent with these bars over it. All right. You're like, I don't know. You're like,
What the fuck is wrong with
this
us?
seems pretty solid, guys. Maybe we have to break it.
They're bars.
You could try
I
to
mean,
bend them.
Surely not. No. That would make a lot of noise. Hey, Dorothy, are you any good at
This was the shortest
technical
heist
things?
ever. Well,
Hey,
there are
Dorothy,
bars.
Are you any good at technical things?
I was not expecting a security system.
Nothing this sophisticated.
No, I apologies. I'm not very good at stuff like this.
Well, does
Okay,
Dorothy?
Neither are
alright.
we, clearly.
With my many years of experience, let me go take a look.
All right, so I'll just say the rest of you kind of crawl over there. At this point, I do need some more stealth checks though, because there's more of you. So everyone,
Right.
give me a stealth check if you crawled over.
Oh shit! Look at that. Go, Vlad.
Party token. All right, so you guys are very stealthy crawling over, and
God
hopefully
damn.
one of the
You couldn't get that in a fucking investigation check?
one of the three remaining people can figure, or sorry, what, two remaining people can figure out how to
Two
get
remaining
this
people.
open.
So
So
many people and maybe a familiar.
Thorothi and Vlad, give me investigation checks. I believe in you.
Come on, Mister.
Oh, there we go.
Come on, investigate.
18.
All right, go ahead, Thorothi. What do you got? Oh, 20 or 14. All right, so the two of you are kind of squished up in the vent, like looking at this thing, and you realize there is like a small latch that was kind of you thought was just part of the thing, and when you click the latch, the bars, if you hold the latch open, the bars can like basically come like, or the whole like vent grate with the bars kind of comes inward, like you can pull it out. So yeah, you successfully open the bars. First challenge defeated.
Jesus Christ.
And-
All right. Anna Kate, can you jump down with Beryl? And Titus, can you bring Thorothi down?
How am I bringing Thorothi down?
There's people there giants moving to the west, at least one, and another maybe because Beryl heard door. Did I hear any other footsteps or anything after the door opened?
So at this point, you think the giant to the west might be looking through things. It just sounds like items being shuffled around.
And the door that I heard open, do I think that was the giant that I saw, or another person entering?
You would assume it's the one you saw because you haven't seen another one come down the hall.
Gotcha,
But
okay.
you know, it's hard to know for sure.
Right, I don't know. I would share everything that Beryl has observed or heard.
All right. Unless we can turn ourselves invisible, we're going to have to go onto the ground and deal with this. So let's go.
Titus says, "Why don't we just send the quiet people, and we can stay up here and not make a bunch of noise."
Oh well, that's true too.
At least
alright,
until we're ready
uh,
to go. I mean, unless you need us down there, it seems like if we're all making. I mean, I have this armor. This armor is loud.
Oh, that's true. All right, that's good. We'll stay back. Very dangerous. You two go ahead.
Does Therodi want to stay or come? Therodi's is kind of stealthy.
Is he?
I'll come. I'm pretty stealthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Beryl still has sneaky magic up.
All right, so you are. So how are we getting down, Anna Kate? I know how you're getting down. I assume you're just running down the wall, right?
I mean, yeah, either that or slow fall.
Oh, it's true. You want to do a slow fall? 30-foot fall. That's
Although-
3d6.
Although if I'm holding barrel, slow fall, mechanically the way it works is it reduces the damage to me. So
Yeah,
Well, couldn't you just run down the wall?
I would think my
She
monk
could,
training in this situation would be that I use barrel's body to
stop.
push my fall.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, so you can either run down the wall or you can just fall and do like a roll as you hit the floor.
Can she carry me though? I mean, I don't weigh a lot, but like
Yeah, you're small. How much do you weigh?
Beryl and her gear together are under 75 pounds.
Can you carry another 75 pounds, Anna Kate?
Let's see what my. Ooh, I can carry 150, and I'm currently carrying 86. So, I don't
She might be a
That
little
would
uncomfortable.
cut your
don't
speed
think I
in half.
can.
No, that
That
would
would cut
that
your
would
speed in half.
that would light encumber you. Cause well, wait, what's your strength?
My strength is 10.
So you could carry 100, and then 150 before you become heavy. Okay, so yeah, that would be a little over. 'Cause,
Yep,
if you go
that would
over
put me over.
100, your speed would be reduced by 10. But if you go over 150, your speed is halved.
So you can still make it.
Yeah, I can still
It's
make it
30
in one
feet.
round.
Yeah, you can make it in one round.
All right, so you're carrying
With
barrel.
dashing easily.
Yeah. All
My
right.
like probably piggyback so she has free hands or something.
Yeah, sure. Like, so you kind of start sliding down the wall a bit, then like break into a run, and as you hit the ground, you just kind of right yourself, and the two of you are now down. What about Thorothi?
I was kind of staying up there going, well, this is going to be interesting.
Titus says, "Do you have a way of getting down?"
Let's have a look. I'm going to Misty Step.
Nice.
There you go. All right, so Thorothi just kind of snaps his fingers, stepping into or crawling into the mist, and would then appear crawling down below.
Question: Are there shadowed rafters up above?
This place is almost fully lit by the brazier statues. There's nothing, because they're giving off basically lanterns worth of light, which lights up the whole area.
Beryl would
Gotcha.
point east, like she thinks we should go that way maybe and start on that side. We're farther from the giant.
Okay, so you
I'll keep watch.
make your way across the hall.
Well, if you're staying put, Beryl wants to keep you in her stealthy aura. Can I
He's
take
up
a look?
above. He's talking about.
Yeah, it'd be me and Titus and
Oh,
Rock
sorry.
Bottom, Boulder Bottom.
Yeah,
we're up top.
actually Boulder Bomb's
What's
pretty stealthy, but that's fine.
What's this door look like?
So you see a massive double door that you could probably not open yourself, but in the middle there is like a smaller door that's more meant for medium-sized creatures.
Can I listen at the door?
Yeah, if you listen, the door is pretty thick. You don't think you hear anything moving around on the other side.
And do I see a lock of any kind?
Yes, it looks like it's locked. You don't think this door has been used in a long time.
And do the other doors, are they double as well?
These doors are massive double like 10-foot wide, like double doors, like 2 5-foot doors that are made of metal and look like they're also like securing an area.
So everything is double doors. None of them look like
Oh
specifically
wait,
like vaults.
sorry, no, these are single doors. Never
Oh,
mind.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. It's just this one that's a double.
yeah.
All right.
With a smaller.
I'll like look back at Anna Kate and Therodi and like gesture for them to follow, and like I'll try and move east so that we will be operating a little further from that giant.
Okay.
And then I'll take a look at this door.
All right, yeah, the door is locked. It looks like it is locked with a very sophisticated lock. Mechanically speaking, probably DC 20 to pick it.
Oof. Okay. And uh I don't know how to investigate for traps, so yeah, I don't know.
Well, with your passive perception, you don't think there are any obvious traps. However, Anna Kate, do you have a criminal background?
Nope.
Okay, I think
That's
Anna.
just her recent accomplishment.
Like, what happens when you have two personalities?
Yeah.
Does that work?
Well, I'll say as Kata, give me insight, or just give me no, not insight. Give me a wisdom check.
Oh,
Okay, so yeah, you and I assume you moved down the hall with them there.
Yep, I did.
Okay, I'll move you over there. So you're kind of surprised that there's no obvious traps. You wonder if there's some kind of magical effect on these doors.
Should
Though
Beryl try to unlock?
certain spells would be needed to sense for magic, obviously.
Oh. Therodi, can Therodi see magic?
No, I have very much so offense powered spells, not investigation spells. My spells are meant to kill people, not investigate.
Okay. Well, maybe Treb should look at other doors and see if they all look same.
I have detect the magic. I don't know if that would help though. It
Are
wouldn't
you
actually
doing like
solve
a Spy's Murmur right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Beryl thinks that detect magic would maybe be good, but
But it would
only
just say that yeah, there's definitely magic there. It wouldn't actually
yeah.
Depending on the
Change.
magic, there might be rituals you could use to get past it.
Yeah, I guess I could identify after a while. All right, keep going. See if you can find another door. Yeah.
Alright, so as you go over here, you would notice this big set of double doors is open, and you hear movement coming from inside whatever room this is. Something is moving around in there, something large.
Are the three kings with us, or are they with the other?
They're stealing their own stuff right
They
now.
went to their own vault.
Okay. They
Which I
didn't
didn't
tell
actually
us.
realize we were going to be completely like split in different vaults.
Right,
So
exactly. And they're the ones that did all the planning, so they didn't tell us like anything
anything about these
to
doors?
look for or expect.
So they would have. Okay, I guess they would have told you. Most likely, they've told you. Yeah, they would probably tell you that if anything, there might be alarm spells on the doors, but they don't expect there'd be any traps. Still keep an eye out.
Okay.
How well when they told us that, I think we would possibly have been able to ask questions like. I don't know.
They would tell you can probably disable them if you know how to do thieves' tools.
Disable the alarms.
Yeah, the magic alarms using
Oh.
components.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, in that case, so Beryl would point to the north and like point to her ear and then use her little fingers to like emulate someone walking, like to try and tell Anna-Kate and Dorothy that she hears someone. And then maybe come back towards this door and I don't know, she might, take a closer look at that lock and kind of give it her best attention and focus and see if she can do something. You said like she could use some components?
Well, if Vlad can detect an alarm spell, you might be able to disable it with arcane components.
I see. Arcane. Okay, so Beryl can't do this. I thought you said with a
Yeah.
locksmith.
Well, you would be able to do it with nature components because you use
Okay.
What's it called? Primal magic. But basically, whatever components you would use to cast magic, you could use to maybe disable these.
Well, then I guess I would tell Vlad, like, do we need you to come down here as well?
Yeah, probably. I don't think I can do this through my familiar. So.
I'll move back to give him some cover.
All right. Now, how am I going to get down?
Titus says,
Rope?
I got a rope.
Yes, Titus, lower me down, then pull the rope back up.
All right. So Titus will wrap the rope around you, so you don't even have to do anything. Then lower you down, untying it when you hit the bottom. Or I assume you untie it when you hit the bottom.
Yeah, I'll untie it, and then I will sneak over.
So I think everyone's down now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Titus is
here?
still up there.
Today,
Yeah. All right.
Titus and Boulder Bottoms upstairs. All right.
Yeah.
So actually, at this
I
point,
will.
give me a stealth check, the four of you.
You're gonna say that.
As you're
Fuck.
sneaking through the halls.
Oof. Beryl's rolling like the worst that she can roll.
That's what. That's plus 10 to all those, right?
I know, but still,
All right.
that's she's rolled a 2 and a 3 and now a 1.
It's annoying the thief that they're rolling ones.
Well, hey, that's still a 17.
27, yeah.
So yeah, you make your way over. Everyone is still undetected. What are you gonna do?
All right, and I will cast Detect Magic.
All right. As a spell, I assume.
Yes.
All right. So you spend a spell slot, and you would see a bunch of magic now. This is glowing. This is glowing. The door is glowing. The door here is glowing, and that's all within 30 feet.
All right. I wish to describe the magic to Beryl.
You would know that they are. Let me see.
I'm assuming this is Eternal Flame. That's the magic over here.
Yeah, it's illusion. But the door ones are Abjuration, which you are pretty sure are alarm spells. And yeah, you think using 50 Maho of components, you could disable this with an Arcana check.
I will pass this on to Beryl.
Or Beryl could do it with a nature check.
Nature check.
Again, 50 Maho.
Beryl can try. Beryl
All right.
not. Yeah. If you want Beryl to try, she can try.
DC is not difficult. It's only DC 10.
Okay.
And I
She'll
give
try
you
nature.
guidance.
Is it a nature check?
Yeah, knowledge nature, basically.
Okay.
And I give you guidance because I'm all about the cantrips.
Alright, so you pull out the Maho components and begin
Oh my word.
doing
Oh,
story
seriously, we
point.
got a lot of nat ones this session.
Can you burn a story point? Because
Yeah, I'll burn a story point. Let's try it.
Alright, so that's your one for
I don't
the
think
till
I
the
have
next
even
rest.
reset that. So. I need to roll the D4 for it also.
Alright, so 22, yeah, so you think the alarm on this door is now off.
All right, then I'll try to lockpick it.
All right. So you start messing with the lockpick. Ooh.
D4.
Yeah, I assume a guidance of 21. Yeah, so that would open it.
All right.
Are you pushing the door open?
Does it open away from us?
It opens inward.
All right. I will go very slowly so that if it starts to creak, I can like.
All right.
Should have brought WD-40.
Give me a stealth check.
And I turned off my
Okay.
modifier so that it
Although,
wasn't on all the
I don't
rolls.
think you
Obviously,
can-
it's still plus 10. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can even fail this check with a plus 16. All right, so you are very careful as you push the door open, which actually opens easier than you would have expected for as big as it was. It was pretty easy. Inside, you see a bunch of almost what look like safes, which you probably haven't seen before, but I'll say, Anna Kate, you would definitely recognize these.
Let's go inside and close door while I'll try investigate.
Yes. Should we? Yes.
Vlad, do you
Yes.
see magic?
I see magic. I will come in. And close the door. Very
So these safes don't have any magical auras on them.
I did not detect any magic on these.
I'll
They
start
just seem
lockpicking.
really old. All right.
I'll pick another one and
Yeah.
start going.
These are also really difficult to get open. DC
Did we
20.
lose Thorodhi?
Oh, TC 20, you say?
Did we? No, he's in here. He's under someone, I think.
Oh, he's under.
Oh, I'm standing on top of them. Sorry.
Well, you're not
All right,
5
well,
foot blocks.
I will
Let's
go and give guidance to Anna Kate.
Yeah, we'll take turns picking so that we can use guidance.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'll go with guidance. There's a
Nice.
6.
All right. So you pick this open. And inside, there are a lot of gold bars.
Oh, God damn
There's
it.
Let's
Titus
see.
portable hull.
No, he's up top.
Yeah,
What?
Titus isn't here.
We didn't bring.
Carol-
We did a
yeah.
heist and we didn't bring the portable hull with
No,
us.
we did. We totally did. We just didn't think to say that we had Titus
over
give it
this
to us
way.
because we thought he'd be with us.
If Titus was here, he would be with us. So I'm not sure how we're
Beryl
gonna
can
do
go
this.
back to the vent and ask
Yeah,
Titus
the
to toss
portable
down
hull.
the
We can say that he gave you the portable hole, but
Okay.
Titus would probably
Okay.
want to wait up top because he's not very stealthy. But
Alright.
there are 50 gold bars in this first safe.
stand
Okay.
back
I'm
against the
going
wall,
to-
Vlad, and Beryl will like lay out the hole.
Yeah, just lay out the hole in the middle there and this way, yeah.
Lay it out in front of the door in case somebody walks in.
That would be even funnier.
Put it like right here.
That would be hilarious.
Well, a
Alright.
giant probably wouldn't fall into your portable hole back.
Oh, that's a good point.
Still
How does
would
a
be
giant
funny.
even fit in
Break
this
our
room?
hole.
Alright, so you
Um,
quickly take the
These are
bars.
coin purses for giants, actually. They're not safes, they're coin purses. So
AK, it's up to you if you want to keep picking locks or if you want Beryl to.
Why don't we alternate?
Okay.
all right. I'm going to guidance Beryl.
Okay, go ahead. Alright, so you
Oh.
get another safe open, which would be another 50 gold bars.
God damn it.
Okay.
Bourgeoisie over
Beryl looks
here.
a little disappointed, but
5,000
she
gold,
shoves
whatever.
them into the portable hole anyway.
Some low-level parties are very angry at you right now. 5,000 gold, psh, whatever.
Yeah,
Alright.
whatever. All right. Anna Kate, your turn.
All right, my turn. Oh, I needed the
Oh,
guidance this time.
Oh,
All right.
that.
So you just
I-
managed to get this one open.
And I helped.
Yep.
That's
That
right.
was
Another
pivotal.
another 50 gold bars.
Oh my word.
God damn it.
Beryl thinks we chose the least interesting vault.
Yeah, this must be the money vault.
Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. I wish to share vision with my familiar to
Okay.
see if there's anybody in the hall. He's up next to Titus, so.
Nope, not yet.
All right. We're still good.
Give Beryl your magic.
All right, battle. Boom.
Oh,
Shit.
yeah, sorry, he rolled.
All right, so Beryl, you get this vault open. This one doesn't have gold bars in it. It
It has copper
has
bars.
no. It has
So son of a-
looks like 2 of those soul stones.
Oh.
Oh.
Beryl will take them and wrap them in a blanket and put them in her bag of holding to keep them safe from being crushed in the portable hole.
Thorothi, is this the first time you've seen the soul stones? I forget.
I believe I've seen one when got through the last when I was doing a journal. We found one.
Okay.
Are
I
these,
think I remember that. Yeah. So yeah,
do these
it might kind of surprise you because yeah, you do know what these are, and the fact that probably hundreds of people had to die to make these.
do these look stable, or are they leaking or cracked like some of the ones we've found?
No, these seem stable, and actually, these are
Charged?
surprisingly instead of jagged crystals, they look like round, very solid crystals. Like they're
Oh,
made by an
more like an
actual
orb?
jewel smith. Yeah, like a shadow orb instead of a shadowy, like
And
jagged
they
crystal.
seem charged?
Yeah, they're both pulsing with
All right.
necrotic
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, I would fish out a blanket and put those in the bag of holding until the tribe can decide what to do with those.
All right.
But yeah, these look like they'd be a lot harder to break.
Your turn, Anna Kate.
All right.
In fact, I'll say you would guess these were crafted by probably one of the artisans during the Tharian Empire.
Oh, nice.
Like, or at least not the soul or the gem itself probably wasn't made by them, but this containment crystal probably was. It seems much more
Wow.
resistant to breakage.
Than the ones that the Shadowlords have been creating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Interesting.
All right.
That's more like it.
Nice.
So yeah, you would get this one open, and it looks like there is another grouping of 50 gold bars.
Ugh. Goddamn money.
All right. Last
Those
one, I guess.
Bourgeois adventurers. Money. What do I do with all this money?
Can't buy me magic items. Money can't buy me magic items.
Wait. It can
It
actually.
can, yeah.
Not so much in Lose World.
Well, at the right black markets, it can.
Yeah, we just don't know what magic items are going to be available to purchase. Is the problem.
Yeah, and that does take a lot more time.
Yeah.
But you get this last one open, and it looks like there is a book inside of it.
A book.
Beryl.
Both me and Throthi look at each other. Huh?
Ooh.
Can-
A book.
Beryl will
A book?
pull it out and hand it to, like, I don't offer to, like, the rest of you because Beryl doesn't really read.
It looks like some kind of journal. History might tell you more, as the name on the front might mean something to
Oh, never mind. It's gonna be Throthi.
I'm not trained in history.
Okay. Does anyone have
was
history
trained in
training?
history. No.
Well, tribe
I
can
can do it.
tribe can put away and examine later. It must be important to being safe.
Yeah, if no one has history, then the names wouldn't mean much to you. Do you want to open it and look inside?
Oh, I wouldn't even think.
No.
I would probably
wait
just
till
toss
later.
it in
Till
the
later.
hole.
Wait, it might be a screaming book. We don't want that. Just put that in your pack. It'll be
Screaming
fine.
book.
Screaming book. Where have you been?
I mean,
Wait,
it
who's
could be.
keeping it in their pack?
But yeah, it looks like it might be some kind of journal with a name on it you don't recognize. You might recognize the title of Arc Rune Master, might be someone of significance. Because whoever it was, that's kind of the title on the book. But yeah, you said you're not going to open it, right?
No.
I think
Okay.
we're like more in the gathering phase right now. And if no one has history, I think we'd probably just
All right.
be done with this room and ready to move
Okay.
on.
Pull up the hole. Pull up the hole. All right,
So-
and now give me a second. I'm going to look through my familiar's eyes again.
You don't see anything but Beryl. You think you and Thorothi would hear some movement coming. Actually, I'm going to erase the party token at this point. You hear some movement coming from down the hall.
Which way down the hall? Oh, that way. Okay.
Big footsteps.
Beryl will put her ear against the door and just listen for how it continues to move.
Okay. You would hear what you think is a door opening and some grumbling.
Okay.
And then you don't hear anything.
Any footsteps? Nothing?
Not anymore.
Okay. Beryl would say to Vlad, via the murmur, Beryl, sound stopped to Beryl's ears. What does familiar see?
My familiar doesn't see anyone in the hallway either. So I don't. I hold on a second. I'm going to have my familiar poke its head out of the grate and like look both ways.
No, it doesn't see anything.
No, the coast is clear in front of us, according to my little owl boy.
All right. Beryl should open door.
Yes.
Beryl nudges
I'm
the
sure
door
she's
open
tracked.
just a tiny bit.
All right. You peek outside. Didn't see anything.
All right. Beryl's gonna like just creep this
Oh.
way and try to like peer around the corner.
You would notice
North side?
that this door is now open.
Okay.
And this door is closed.
Do I hear any movement up there?
Yes, at this point you would hear movement in the room over here.
Do I hear any movement where I was hearing movement before on the other side?
No.
Beryl would kind of gesture to them like, let's go this way and move like west.
All right.
Closed door behind. She would say to Vlad
yeah.
via the murmur.
Whatever. That works.
Do AK and Thoreau come along?
Yes.
I'm here. I do need to take a quick break though.
Do we need to do 5 minute or 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's do
Yeah.
let's do a 10-minute break.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah,
heist is
sorry,
on
I gotta-
pause.
I should probably be peeing myself. All right.
All right. Fair enough. I created this vault so long ago. And like we never used it.
Heyo. Mario.
Hello.
Hello. I wonder if we offered 12,000 gold for a large barrier tattoo, if we could get someone to get it for us.
We got to go back to the city, I think, for that. To even begin
Yeah.
to like look for the kind of people we need to
I
find.
mean, it's not going to be anytime soon. We have many sessions between now and then, but I was just sitting there thinking, I want Beryl to get a large barrier tattoo, because I think that would be awesome. It'd be
A
like,
barrier tattoo?
yeah, large barrier tattoo. It'd give you, in all your forms, an AC of 18.
Barrier.
Technically, it's actually on the wish list for Vlad, but the more I'm thinking about it, the more I think that would be like totally badass for a moon druid to have.
You know, I think the biggest challenge with like playing a moon druid is like I want to shapeshift all the time, but I'm always like wary of then not having my shifts when I need them, you know, because you only really only get well, you only get 2, and if you use your elemental forms, you only get 1.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm really curious as to what they're going to do with because there's been like some like whispers about they're going to tweak the moon druid and the new edition and stuff, and I'm just like very
And I
curious
always
as
like
to what they're going to
there's
do.
lots of times when we are like just in town time or downtime or whatever or RP time that Beryl wants to change forms. But then what if we get in combat later and she needs them? You know what I mean? So I'm always
Yeah. That was the idea, but as
I don't see the
as my
large.
chair
I
almost
see the
falls over.
barrier.
Jesus Christ! Oh God, about to die. The other problem with it is large barrier tattoos are very rare, so
Yeah.
we would have to offer an epic amount of money.
Yeah.
To try to buy
That would definitely be. Yeah. All right. I also already have several. I'm carrying 5 items, attunement items right now. I swap around. I'm only attuned to 3
I mean,
of them.
I know it would suck to have to drop an attunement, but I'm just like, I just want to see Beryl with 18 AC in like her scorpion form. You know what I'm saying? Or actually, I guess that would open up a lot of additional creatures for you because you wouldn't have to worry about their AC. You just have to worry about like their attack and hit points.
Yeah.
Because the scorpion has a sweet spot.
I think the Scorpion actually doesn't it have a 14 or 15 AC? Like obviously not as good as 18, but like among wild shapes, I think it's got a pretty decent AC.
I think it's one of the reasons why everybody uses that is because it has a really high AC, comparatively speaking.
Yeah, before I was able to do the Scorpion, I did the Giant Constrictor Snake a lot. It didn't have good AC, but it had a good chunk of hit points and some cool attacks.
But I was sitting there thinking, if you didn't have to worry about the AC to like make it more viable, that would open up like a world of like additional creatures you could turn into. I thought that'd be cool. That'd be neat. There's a whole bunch of druid spells you hardly ever get to see, you know, and you cast those every once in a while. And there's all these like things that you want to do for a druid that I never get to see. That I want to like make you do because.
Yeah, I haven't even really looked. I think I can do CR4 now. Well, I could not even with this most recent level up. I could already do CR4. But I don't know that there's any like viable CR4s. Like, I'm sure I looked at it at one point, but I have to look again to see what my options are.
Let's see, CR4, and then it has to be a beast, right?
Manage. Wild shape. CR4. Well, and she has to have seen it, is the other thing. So she's never seen an elephant.
I want you to be a giant walrus. No.
A giant walrus. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'd have to ask Lou. I'm pretty sure Lou has said that dinosaurs aren't really like a thing in Gaian that she would likely have seen. Although she did see.
Well, we've run into dinosaurs before, though.
Well,
That's
she-
the weird thing.
the only dinosaur we've seen is the plesiosaurus that was in Issac, right? And it was undead.
Yeah, and you got that form. It's just it's waterbound. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, what are you gonna do?
Right. Yeah. But honestly, I don't know. I'd have to talk to Lou about whether or not I've seen like an elephant or a walrus.
Yeah,
I could probably do the giant lizard because I've done the smaller lizard before, so he'd probably let me do the giant lizard. Let's see, giant subterranean lizard. Like, I wonder what this even. What is it?
What's your class for? What's your thing for druid?
What do you mean?
How many
my
levels?
thing?
How
Oh,
many levels are you?
I have 13.
13? Okay.
So yeah, it's divided by 3, and that's the CR that you can turn into. And divided by half is the number of hours you can stay in that shape.
Gotcha.
Oh,
So yeah, CR 14.
Giant subterranean lizard. It's got a swallow attack. And it looks like it's an aquatic. Well, it has a swim speed, so it's not aquatic, but it's not.
Yeah, but
I had just never noticed that one before, so I thought I'd take a look. It's got decent hit points, but and it's strong. It's got 21 strength.
yeah.
All right.
It's the giant coral snake. You wouldn't want that one anyway. It's pretty snazzy, but it's goes to the salt marsh, which I don't think you do.
Well, I mean, as long as it's official content, Lou will consider it, but we just have to determine whether or not there would have been a way I could see it. Honestly, when we were in the city, Beryl was like, do the rich people here have like menageries and zoos Beryl can go see? She wanted to go see more shapes.
Right. Just check them all out, like booyah. Yeah. Spotted lion.
Yeah, the giant coral snake is kind of. Wow! It's got a ton of hit points.
It's got a shitload of hit points.
But its armor class is only 13, so it's going to get hit more. But no, that's like.
But if you had the tattoo, though, it totally makes it worthwhile. So.
And it has blind sight, but it doesn't really. Oh, it's passive perception is good too, but yeah, it doesn't have anything stellar in the way of like actual offense. So that's the other great thing about the scorpion is, you don't always hit with that tail, but when you do hit with that tail, that's like some of the best wild shape damage out there.
Yeah.
That poison.
And it's a multi-attack, so everybody likes multi-attack. So
yeah, the triple attack.
Yeah.
So I've heard from everyone except Dorothy. Are we all back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, giant subterranean lizard would be a fun one, I gotta say. Anyway, sorry. All right. Yeah, I guess everybody's back. Yeah, we were waiting.
Yep.
By the way, how many of these doors are we gonna open?
Honestly, I mean, if we can open them and hide inside while we're looting, then I say we go at it for a little while.
I don't know. We don't have a cardboard box. We're totally gonna get discovered one day. It's gonna be. Having flashbacks to Deus Ex, we should kill the guard and pull him into the air vent.
Do we still have a teleport as like a GTFO in our back pocket, or did we lose that with the turnover?
It takes a minute for me to do a mass teleport, and I have to like put a circle on the ground. And
Oh wow! Okay, so that we definitely don't have the like get out of jail free card.
We don't
like
have a we don't have a group biff. No.
Yeah. So barrels would be the closest because that one's an
Val?
action.
Val had that.
Was it Val? I know we've had a couple people who had it. So
I think Sim had it too.
yeah. So I mean, honestly, like I was thinking that like if Beryl can get to this courtyard and get to know a plant there, then we could always come back anytime we want.
I don't know if there's any plants in the courtyard because it looks like it was a enclosed courtyard.
Maybe. I thought that we got intel that it was used like a bit like a park or like a central break room for the staff here. I don't know. Seems like it could have plants.
Well, no, I was making fun of that because I was like saying it was like a federal building where they always have that central courtyard with like a Starbucks little kiosk thing and a...
Yeah. Okay. Are you back, Lou?
Lou. Lou.
He was here when I first got back, but then I think he left again.
He was. No, he was sitting there thinking, "Oh, everybody's taking a bathroom break," and then like halfway through the break, he was like, "Wait a minute, I have to take a bathroom." So I changed up a thing on my wish list that may or may not come in handy. There's a new magic item that is an official D&D magic item, so it's all legit, not homebrew. Called a House of Cards. You throw down a deck of cards and it turns into a small hut.
Has anybody actually seen the list of wish list items I've put for mine? It fits me really.
Really? So you got like a... Let me see. Let me scroll down. Deck of many things. Things. Nice. We should get you that elven chain. We might be able to find the elven chain on the market. We just have to spend a shitload for it.
I have to say I want the elven chain because my AC currently is 12.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, we got to hook you up.
Yeah,
We
that's
have
definitely
armor.
something we actually should be able to find for you. I mean, we have to take some effort, but I bet we can get that with some work.
I think Lou's back.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
Because I've unfortunately my current strategy is if I'm hit, anyone who sneezes in my general direction will kill me.
Well, that's good to know. We will definitely try to protect you.
We'll work on that. We will work on that. So.
All right. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Barrow's plan was to head for, like, kind of the opposite of the door we just did, just to be a little further from the commotion up there.
Okay.
So she would kind of just sneak this way, and she's kind of listening very actively.
Give me stealth checks.
Oh, I've got the guidance turned on, so obviously that would not be a +3. That would be a +10.
Yeah.
Still, it's only a +10.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's only 45.
Only a +10.
So you're all very stealthily moving down the hallway. So far, you've not been heard.
And I will gesture for Vlad to take a look at the...
All right, so
what do I see?
You have about 6 minutes left on your detect. You would see the statue here is magical. The door here, the door here.
But wait, I'm not seeing them. Sorry. So the door here and the door here. Okay.
And
And does he need to
Yeah.
have the detect magic active when he tries to disarm the auras he's already seen, or would he be able to like use the components even after the detect magic is out after he's observed the auras?
He'd have to see them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case,
But yeah, so
Yeah.
you see 3 auras, the statue and the 2 doors right now.
okay.
And the 2 doors were the same as the last one.
Yes, they have abjuration like the last one. Oh, and I guess the statue
was
up
it.
here you would barely see having an aura.
Yeah, illusion. I will inform Beryl and say, "Good luck, Beryl."
Oh, I thought. Oh, did I do the nature check last time? Sorry, I
Yeah,
forgot.
you did the nature check.
Oh, I did.
You the
Okay,
nature-
oh, sorry. Let me do that again then.
Yeah, he could direct you where to do it because he can see the magic.
Yeah. You try.
Well,
Hold on. Wait, don't resolve this shit yet. Wait
Okay.
1 second.
what do you got?
I'm going to bend luck. No, that won't matter. It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Can
God damn
can I
it.
try to do it with Arcana?
Well, you could have given her advantage on that, but
Oh.
unfortunately, you think you just set it off. It's not a loud alarm, but the magic poofs. Someone may have just been pinged.
We're on the clock now. We got to like.
Right, let's try this one, guys.
Alright, so when you
No,
get
no, no.
over
Fast.
when you get over there, you would see the door up to the north here is open, and you would hear noise coming from in there.
Is it like loud, like commotion, or like
Same as
sweat?
the other one, like someone shuffling around through some things.
God, what do you see here? Guide me. She's gonna try this one.
We're done. Oh fuck. All right, and then if we go back into the hole and we wait a few minutes, no, that fuck it. It's this whatever. Fuck.
Titus would say through the spy's murmur.
He
Does
doesn't
someone
have-
nowadays not one, so he's just like shrugging up there, like, what's going on? As you guys seem like you're freaking out a little.
What is our plan to get back to the vent? Did you
Um,
point out the magic to me here, Vlad?
Yes, the plan was he was going to lower a rope, he was going to pull me back up, and then you guys were going to do the thing you did before. We should do that for now.
Okay.
Alright, so Titus is gonna lower some rope. Is that the plan?
Yes, and then Anna Kate's going to run up the wall,
Alright.
and Dorothy
So-
is on his own.
As you get to here, Titus is lowering the rope. Barrel, you would hear large footsteps approaching from the south somewhere beyond this door. Sounds
They're
like they're
coming.
getting closer.
They're coming.
You don't know if you'll
Let's
all
go.
have time to get up the rope. In fact, probably only one of you will.
I'm
We
gonna
only need
misty
one of us
step
to get up the
there.
rope.
You're gonna Misty step
Yep.
up? Alright, so Therothy is gone. He just disappears and is now climbing through the vent. What about the other 3?
Alright.
Actually, you know what? Let's do initiatives.
Oh,
I'll
fuck.
give it to Therothy for free, but we might need to go into time here. Because every second might matter.
Oh no. Yes.
Give me a moment. Doop doop doo. All right.
Yeah. You guys
So
have never had me like do like that
I
kind of
still
stuff
need
before. Like,
Anna
if she
Kate's
was
initiative.
disarming magic.
Oh, sorry. I thought I did it.
You may not have had your token selected.
Yeah.
All right. So the first act, you're not going to see what the enemy's initiative is. Vlad, what are you going to do? So yeah, Beryl
going
is
to
kind of like looking at you
haul my
nervously,
ass up the rope.
pointing. Okay, give me a athletics, or are you gonna have Titus just pull you up?
I was gonna have Titus just pull my ass up.
All
Well, then he
right.
has to roll initiative too.
So Titus needs to roll. Titus needs to roll his athletics.
I'll say he. We'll just go on your turn. He was kind of ready. Yeah, he easily pulls you up. And at this point, that would be it for you. You guys hear the footsteps. Now you can both hear them. The footsteps coming from the south here, getting much closer. And the door starts to be fiddled with. That's like it's being unlocked. That's it for whoever that was. Beryl, what are you going to do?
No, Anna Kate rolled higher than me.
All right. I just didn't order it. And Kate, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna run up the wall.
Up. All right.
Hopefully that means that
What's your
Beryl
movement?
can use the rope.
No, Beryl
40.
is not going to get to use the rope.
No, that's
No,
fine.
you would need to pick her up.
The
No,
Anna-
no,
I
Beryl
can't
fine.
carry
Beryl
her.
fine.
all right. So Anna
No, you
Kate,
could. You could
trusting
run up the wall.
she can. She'd have to dash to get there, right?
Oh well. At half speed.
Yeah, I don't think you could do it at half speed.
Right.
But
Because it's 30 feet up, and you move 50 feet, right?
No, I moved 45.
45. So if you dashed, you'd be looking at
45.
40.
yeah, so she wouldn't have enough. But without Beryl on her back, she definitely could get up there. So is that what you're doing? You're running up into the vent?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you trust Beryl has an idea and disappear into the vent as well, quickly crawling
Turn into
inside.
a flying thing or something.
And Beryl, what are you going to do?
I would use wild shape to become a tiny spider and crawl 20 feet up the wall.
All right.
Oh, well, actually, no. I'll since that was a bonus action to shift, I'll dash and I'll go to the top of the
Oh.
ceiling at like 30 feet up, and then another 10 feet towards the vent.
All right. So you're creepy crawling up the wall.
I think we can make it all the way into the vent.
A moment later, the door is going to open. As a big old giant comes walking in.
Oh, it's one of them's.
Give me stealth checks. Those those up in the vent. He's looking around.
And I think my thing still blankets them,
Yeah.
especially since I'm 30 feet up. Yeah.
Yep.
And Beryl, give me one with advantage as a spider.
Actually, I think I have
It would
to
be the
roll
spider
the spiders
stealth.
for that.
Yeah.
So let me look here. He has +4.
Yeah.
So it would have been
So 20.
it would have been 12.
30?
It would have been 16 plus
Either
the
way.
10 for
Oh.
pass without trace. So it would have been 26.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been the same. Yeah.
Well, you rolled an 8 plus 4 is 12, so 22. Is that right?
Well, with barrels it would have been 38. With the spiders it's 26. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, if you rolled an
Okay.
8, wouldn't it be 22 because you have plus 4?
Oh, you
advantage,
said I had
right.
advantage.
All right, sorry, I
Yeah.
forgot. All right, so yeah, he comes over to here. He's kind of looking at the door. He's gonna look around, do an active perception. Kind of look up the wall. Luckily, he doesn't notice you up there.
Luckily, he's only 15 feet tall, and I'm well above his head. Otherwise, I would probably catch his eye.
So he comes over here and he says something in giant down the hall. To which, does anyone even speak giant?
Beryl has the helm on. Well, I don't know. Can she benefit from the helm when it's absorbed into her?
No, it wouldn't be. in
Okay, then
effect
never mind.
right now. So he says something in
Hell's on
giant.
in there.
The guy would come out and say something back in giant and come down this way. And he kind of talks to him for a moment. He is going to kind of look up and down the hall and point at the door, and the guy just shrugs. He says something back to him. He is going to walk over this way and start chanting.
Oops.
You
So
would-
that all happened. That all happened in his turn. That whole conversation.
Do you want to just crawl into the vent while he's doing this? I was out of turns now.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. If we're out of turns, then I would definitely crawl into the vent. And I'm like hugging the like crease of the ceiling where the wall meets the ceiling, like, you know.
Sure.
I'm
Uh,
going to gesture to everybody while he was talking to the dude and be like, "Wait, let's go."
where are you going? Titus would say, "Go where?"
Go back down the thing a little ways.
Yeah, let's go back. Yeah, let's go down the vent a ways.
Titus would say, "I think we should close the vent too."
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
So go ahead and give me a stealth check to close the vent.
Hannah Kate, why don't you do the stealth check for the closing the vent?
Yeah, I'll get the. There we go.
All right, so you
31.
very carefully put the vent back in place. This guy does his spell, and he's kind of looking around at all the doors and moving down the hall. He doesn't notice you. He stops and kind of looks at this door. He's like, comes over and examines it.
So he's looking at the magical auras and he knows one's gone.
Did you relock it?
No,
we put it behind us, but
closed it. So he is gonna open the door. Does anyone want to do anything?
I'm going to gesture that we should just leave.
Yeah, I think we started crawling away
Right,
while
so,
he was chanting.
So where are you going to exactly?
Back to where we entered the thing and the other guy, like when Cavell said this way to the courtyard and we entered the vent instead.
Yeah.
So you're gonna.
I think
however we know to get to the courtyard.
We've called it. We've called
Oh,
it.
are you done? So
What?
you're
was disappointing. We hardly got anything.
Yeah.
Are you calling it?
We got like buckets of like gold bars and a journal, but it's like
Where we're going, gold is useless.
Yeah.
Two soul crystals.
Those are pretty
if we
much
go
useless
back,
too,
we're going to
unless we
fight
come across something.
everyone. If we go now, we might have a clean getaway.
Titus says, I don't mind fighting everyone.
We did get the lot. I'm just saying. So, and we're on a
We're like
clock.
whispering furiously as we like crawl along the
As we're scooching along.
Titus would say, I think we should go back. Like, give it a little time.
You just want to beat on the big guy.
He says, there's so many doors out there to get in. There could be so much stuff.
You're right, but there's so many doors with so many giants behind them. I'm just saying, like,
Vlad, for an adventurer, you have no sense of adventure.
Exactly. What do you think, Thorothi? We should steal more stuff, right?
Yes, more stuff, more shiny things.
Exactly. See, Thorothi gets it.
What if tribe go find courtyard and to see way out and maybe plan to come back?
Oh, then we're just putting ourselves at more risk. Why don't we just stay up here for a minute, see what the guy does? Like, maybe he'll just go relock the door and put the thing back on it.
Yeah, but...
Oh, you left already, so you guys wouldn't be seeing what's going on.
I will tell my familiar to go back to the air vent and hang out 5 feet from the vent and listen.
Okay.
So I get a narrow view of the hall, but that's about it.
So your familiar would see that the giant is casting some kind of ritual on the door.
Relocking it?
And it looks like he did relock
Do I recognize
it.
the ritual?
He did what?
Actually, wait. Let me make a check on that. Yeah. So he did you guys close the things in there?
I assume we did.
No,
I mean, it's kind of a small room, and we were working with the portable hole open. So yes, I think the doors of the safes probably got closed just for space's sake.
I'll say odd
but-
or even on that because no one actually said it.
Okay.
No one thought of it. Yeah, someone give me odd or even. I'll
Actually,
roll.
I did think of it, but I didn't say
You
anything
just
because
didn't
I'm an
say
idiot.
Well, yeah, I mean, in my
Details
mind, we were
matter
leaving-
in the heist.
Yeah. In my mind, we were leaving everything look as normal as possible.
All right,
So
Beryl, roll that beautiful
Well,
dice.
What am I rolling?
just tell me odd or even. I'll roll for it.
I have to choose.
One of you,
Yeah.
any of you. It's 50-50.
Even.
Even? All right, you did close the safes. So yeah, when the bird gets back, it would see. It looks like the giant has relocked the door and is casting some kind of ritual on it.
Do I recognize the ritual as alarm?
Yeah, you have Arcana, right? Yeah, sure. You
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
without the plus
not-
10. Ooh, that was a terrible
yeah,
roll.
yeah.
No, you have no idea what he's
Terrible roll.
casting. But you
right.
assume it's alarm? Anyway,
Okay.
he would finish his spell.
By terrible roll, you mean on par with our evening.
Yeah. You might wonder if he can actually open the safes himself. Maybe he just assumed they were still closed, so the stuff was still
Oh,
secure.
that was a really tiny door for that guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean they can
Oh, yeah,
squeeze
that's
in
true.
there, but you don't
not
know if they
wanted.
actually like these seem like dwarven safes, so you're not sure if they actually like ever bothered opening them.
Oh.
Like maybe they didn't care about that stuff. They're probably using this place for other stuff. But yeah, he just seems to relock it, and then after another 10 minutes, he yells something at the other guy, who would yell something back, and you would see. Oh wait, you can see this now. Hang on, give you a view.
Oh, yeah.
Since you're looking through your familiar's eyes. This guy comes this way, heads back north. It looks like he has some stuff with him, and goes through. Well, he would disappear into the darkness, and it sounds like he goes through a large double door. And this
Gotcha.
guy heads back south through the door. Yeah, out of view.
All right. They're gone. We have a very small window. We need to pick 1 or 2 doors, and then we have to leave because they look a little suspicious. So,
Okay.
let's go.
Someone else should try to dispel magic. Beryl has never done this
Here.
before and
I will
not
help
very
you.
good at.
All right, round
I
2.
will
I'll
help
say, well, Thorothi, are you going to use another spell to get down, or you want Titus to just lower you?
Oh, Titus can allow me this time.
All right, probably save your magic.
All right.
So yeah, round
All right.
2. Luckily, so
This way.
far, you have not been
Let's
discovered.
let's go up here. Let's go up here. Let's go up
You
here.
didn't even want to come back. You don't get to make the call.
Well, no
Beryl,
shit.
where
but-
do you want to go?
Wait, why are there 2 Blads?
That's a good question.
Beryl is
You're all over the
actually
place.
still a spider.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's on the wall
All right.
crawling around.
You can be on my shoulder. It's fine. It's all good.
Do you want to be on his shoulder?
She's crawling along the walls.
Oh, okay.
Do I hear? So we heard one leave through these doors.
Yep.
Do
Well,
I hear any?
Titus
movement?
could tell you that the one who was in the other hallway left, and you would see the doors closed again. So
In
maybe he
this hallway?
finished. No, in this hallway.
Oh, in this hallway.
So
Okay.
maybe he
So yeah,
finished
Beryl
what he
will
was
crawl
doing.
this way, but she wouldn't choose a door. She's gonna let others choose the doors this time. And I would still. It's not been an hour yet, right?
It has been. Roll for something unrelated. It is currently 9. I'll say it's 9. After all that time with the giant, he had to cast his ritual, so it's about 9:30. You mean since
You
you're
entered the
wild shape?
building at what time?
9 o'clock is when you came in here.
Okay, all right.
So you've been in here about half an
Hey.
hour.
I think this door is the one that he was in, and he had items from here. There may be a stash of stuff in this room.
Maybe he took all the items.
Well,
I'm
maybe, but
glad you're the only one that would hear that because it'd be via the murmur.
Now, you can't see the auras anymore, so you would need another detect magic if you want to try to...
yeah, I'll cast
Well,
detect magic.
I guess you would assume all these doors are alarmed at this point.
Yeah,
From what
but
you
I'll cast detect magic again.
spell or 10 minutes?
Spell. I mean, yeah, spell. I actually burn a thing for it to make it
All
faster.
right. So all the doors
And I
around
will-
you are lit
This
up.
door. I will walk up to this door, and I will use our Arcana components and
All
try
right.
to eliminate the alarm.
The DC is 10. If you want to use something for advantage, remember you have to say it before.
I don't have anything for advantage. So
All right.
51.
Well, that would be enough, and you spend your 50 arcane components, and the door should be untrapped or unalarmed anyway.
And the gate, if you please.
All right. The lock seems similar, so again, it would be DC 20.
Okay, here goes.
I assume guidance.
Sure.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Not
No,
gonna happen.
you are unable to get this door open.
Beryl would come out of wild shape and give it a try.
All right,
Oh.
so the spider poofs back in. Barrel kind of moseys up. Again, guidance. Ooh, just enough.
20. Jesus.
So you are able to unlock the door, and I assume you're opening it.
Slowly and
Yes.
carefully in case it creaks.
Okay. The door opens into a room with, it looks like a bunch of large crates and sacks on 2 shelves, and it looks like a dresser over here. Not a dresser, sorry, like a small, what would it be called? Oh, it's like a display case. Inside it, there's a bunch of glass, like, barriers, and you see a bunch of scrolls in it.
Oh,
Detect magic.
Yeah, all the scrolls are magical. Also, the
there
glass is
anything-
magical, and the book or the case itself is magical.
I would
What
go
kind of
back and
magic?
beckon for Anna Kate to join us.
It looks like enchantment and another one of those abjurations, probably an alarm.
It's alarmed again. But there's no the rest of the stuff other than the scrolls. There's no magic stuff in this room.
So the scrolls are definitely magical. The stuff on here does not look magical. You don't see any auras.
Okay,
And like the crates, they're not they're not 3 feet thick, so you would see some sort of aura if they had stuff in them. Okay.
Yeah, if there was
Unless there's lead lining
Unless there's lead.
inside the crates.
which I mean, maybe
It's possible.
Yeah.
All right. If we want the scrolls, which we do, let me.
There are 10 scrolls that you can see.
All right, I have
let's
to.
have a
I
look
have
at
to
the
disable the
scrolls.
case. I have to disable the case and get the scrolls out. So
You don't see a
One
way of opening this case. That's the only odd thing to you. It's almost as if like they're just in there. Like you don't see any
Oh.
door
Is
or
the case bolted down?
doesn't seem like it is. But it is
well,
very
there's your
bulky.
solution right there.
Can we lower the I don't know. Can we push it into the portable hole?
No, this thing's
I think
way
we have
too
to
big.
disable the alarm.
This is like
Huh?
yeah, it's almost like it's like 10 feet wide. So it's pretty big.
Does anyone have
It's like, you know, like a display case you might see at a jewelry store, something like
Mhm.
that, but it has a bunch of scrolls in it.
And we don't know what the scrolls are.
No, you have to get them out and open them to look at them.
All right. Huh.
Does anyone have the special magic hut?
The special was a what?
The
Liam's
Doesn't-
tiny hut.
Some people make magic hut, and Beryl understands that maybe magic can't work through the hut.
That's not how
Maybe
that.
this
That's
would
not how that goes.
stifle alarm. Okay, yeah, Beryl doesn't
No.
know.
I could disable the alarm, in theory, and then we still have to get the shit out of the case. So
Well, you might be able to investigate it, but once you probably want to take the alarm off it first.
all right, let's try the alarm first. All right.
Get ready to get out. If fail again, then Giant
Yep.
will come back quickly.
The mad dash of stupid, and then we're pretty much fucked on that one. All right, and boom.
All right. So yeah, you spend the 50 components or 50 Maho components, and the alarm would fizzle out.
All right, now how do we open this? So let us take a look. Is it investigation or perception? Investigation. So
Let me just make a note of something.
How well we're doing?
fuck.
Just
Yeah,
have to
I
note
honestly
how
thought my
incredibly
perception-
well you're
Yeah,
handling this.
I honestly thought my perception would like be more valuable in here, but instead it's been like no perception. The stealth, my stealth has helped, I guess.
Stealth has been a fucking amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. And your thieves' tools have been pretty good too.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead and do an investigation.
Who's gonna do
11.
Did
Okay.
you guidance yourself?
Nope.
Mm.
You can say you got
Because I
it
don't know what I'm
yourself.
doing.
Oh no, because he's concentrating on pass without trace.
Oh,
Or
right.
detect magic. Yeah.
Detect magic. Yeah, so he can't guidance anyone.
Oh,
All
oops.
right. So yeah, you're looking at this case and you're just like, oh, how the fuck this works?
I got nothing. Dorothy, your turn.
Beryl will take a look.
Nope. We don't know shit. Like apparently we never go into high-end jewelry places, and like we never do that.
How does this work? Yeah,
What do
DC
you
is
think, Annie?
the DC is 15, so you're close, but you're
I'll
just
give it a
like,
shot
hmm.
with my 0 investigation.
Oh,
There we go.
all right.
I mean,
So
that's the same. Like
Now, Anna Kate, she's stolen some fucking
I
jewelry.
have
Now,
negative
she-
investigation, and Vlad has 0.
Well, actually, she has not been a thief for as long as y'all seem to think.
all right. So
Just
and Kate, on the side of this thing, there are buttons, which first you just thought were like decorative carving. But yeah, it looks like there are 6 buttons.
Oh fuck!
6 buttons, guys.
Is it a?
So
is
we
it the
probably just push
combination
them all.
lock?
We probably just push them all and then it opens.
Actually, you might notice something. Any of you, give me, I'll say
Perception?
intelligence.
Oh fuck!
DC 10.
He keeps doing that. Like, well, give me. Let's go with intelligent. Like what might have been something we're actually good at, but no, intelligence.
I
So-
require smart people.
It's true. So Anna Kate, well, there's value in wisdom, just not right here. You think, and Thorothy too, you would notice that there are 6 panels, which might correspond somehow to the 6 buttons.
Panels like
Like
the
each,
glass that
yeah.
closes
So
the
there's
case?
like basically 6. What would it be called? Like there's 6 areas on this display case, each with different amounts of scrolls, like kind of separated from each other. So like 6 square areas that are on display, and each have like different amounts of scrolls in them. But
just push one.
Yeah, just push button.
Just go for it.
All right.
We're just gonna stand there all day. Just
I
go
mean,
for
what
it.
else are we gonna do?
So you
Yeah.
push a button, and one of the panels will rotate so the glass slides to the side, opening it.
Beryl opens the bag of holding in front of it for you to do your thing.
So yeah, you're pretty sure that these are just like opening ways. Like these buttons just open the panels.
Like carousel.
Yeah.
All right. So shovel, shovel, shovel.
All right.
We'll
So
do this shit
you
later.
get 10 scrolls.
Next button.
Yay!
Yeah, that was.
right.
I'll just say you open them all and get the 10 scrolls.
Okay, 10 scrolls. All right.
All right.
What's next?
I'm going to check on the. I'm going to check with my familiar. Everything looked good. Okay.
The familiar. Well, if you look, you would tell. You can communicate with you, right? Because you're within 100 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say giants. No giants.
Can I send a message to Cavil via the spy's murmur?
Sure. Yeah.
I will say tribe's still working on getting back to courtyard. Everything okay there?
He would be very confused, you think, because he doesn't respond at first, and he would say, "Who's this? What's going on?"
We gave him the spy's murmur and explained how it worked back during our first meeting.
But we've never used it.
You
We've
telling-
never
We
used
used
it?
it once.
Isn't that how we met him
We
the
first
second
gave
time?
it when we-
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay.
You just made an appointment meeting, but all right. So he would be confused for a moment, then be like, "Oh,
This
yes.
is Beryl.
Oh, hello. Yes, I'm at the yard. It's been a bit. Is everything okay?"
So far, so good.
Yeah.
But tribe being sneaky, so taking time. Just stay hidden. Tribe will join you.
It's all right. I probably should only wait another half hour or so. They might realize I haven't come back because generally it's only about an hour for my break.
All right, we got to go.
And I would have done the conversation with that open to the to Vlad's spy's murmur as well. Yeah.
So you,
okay.
you just
All
tell
You
them.
could have
Okay.
heard that.
Okay. All right, we're on the clock. We have about 30 minutes before we won't have our guide anymore.
Does
So we need to,
Cavill
like,
know? Does Cavill know where they keep the weapons, the magic weapons, or good magic
I
items?
don't
that
think
we
he
might
knows
use?
shit about this. I think he only knows. I think he just guards the place. I don't think he actually goes inside.
Did you ask? Maybe
Some of
he
the
has.
vaults
He
are
could
really
have a
old.
hobby.
Not open since Dwarven time.
Like, we're in the rush. Let's hit this. Let's hit this. This in the room have been more interesting. Let's try to hit this
Fine.
room up here.
Okay.
So you're not going to examine the stuff on the shelves?
I
No,
will.
you already did the detect magic.
All right.
I'll examine.
Give me
Just
an
quickly.
active perception.
Bam.
All right. So, Anna Kate, you're
Shit.
looking through.
Which is my
Yeah.
passive.
In a quick look, it looks like there's some ammunition here. And you have to. Are you heading out for? Oh, I guess we are at 8:30, huh? We're pretty close, yeah. All right, really quick. So you would find some components on these shelves. It looks like there's some components and inks in some of these packages. So you also notice a lead box.
Put the whole thing in your
I
hat.
would take I'd take the lead box and I guess the components, because even though I can't use them myself, I know that the others use them.
And the inks.
Sure,
Hang
if
on a
someone
sec.
tells me that they want the inks.
Well, I mean, it's fair. I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's like
I am trained in Arcana, so I would probably realize that those would
Oh, okay.
be useful.
All right, there you go. That's what you find on the shelves. And the lead box.
and
Which,
how heavy is the lead box?
it's probably about 5 pounds. And you realize that probably would stop you from seeing magical auras.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go up to here, and then we're going to get the hell out of here because our ride is leaving. So let's go.
Well, you got another half hour still, but we might want to end here because we are at 8:30.
Yes.
And we can play
So I
out
will-
the other half hour next time.
Sounds good.
But yeah,
And
let's do
man, the
MVP
number
votes.
of like good and bad rolls has just been. I am shocked on how competent we've been so far.
Well, I guess competent is
honestly, we've actually had a lot of really awful rolls this, at least the first half of the session. Like, so I mean, us doing average mediocre would have been better than a lot of the rolls there at the beginning.
Oh God, yeah, that was.
All right, I need a Vlad MVP vote.
Oh shit! Sorry. That was my silliness.
What is AK? Oh, I see.
That's
Barrel.
me.
Yeah, that's you. Barrel with 2 votes. You are MVP.
Thank you.
Get
Got
you.
my inspiration back I
Congratulations.
used.
There you go. Yeah, good job. Well done. You didn't get caught, at least not yet. You almost did, man.
Yeah,
those
exactly.
ones on those nature checks.
Right. Yeah, well, and honestly, when you very first asked Beryl to try and do it, I'm like, wait, what? Why are you having Beryl do it? Like, of all things to ask Beryl.
Because I thought your nature check would be higher than me.
Well, remember that nature, most druids aren't
Is
necessarily
intelligent.
good at nature because it's an int-based skill.
Yeah.
True.
I didn't think about that at the time. I always think of as nature as an intelligence check, which is stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
It is very weird that some of my, I mean,
Now, mind
Beryl's at least proficient in nature, but honestly, a lot of my druids are not even proficient in nature because it's
It's intelligence based. Now, mind you, we're relying on Vladimir to do an Arcana check. A man who has.
Well,
if you talk
we've
to him,
pretty
he
much
forgot about the heist and all the other things.
we've determined that this is not an int-based group, or at least not with our current members. We've
No.
had int people.
No, we're not.
Yeah, you lost your int
We
guy,
need
unfortunately.
Val. We need to bring Val back, like, so bad.
Why are you trying to kick out AK?
I mean, I'm sure she'll die again at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe our 6th person, once we bring them in, will have intelligence. We'll see. We shall see.
All right. Anyway, yeah, actually, I do need to go. So, it's all good.
All right, get out of
Good
here.
night, everybody. Thanks, Lou.
Yeah, have a good
Bye.
night.